What is going on, SHIB Army? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another live stream for you guys tonight. And let's go ahead and wait for folks to join in on the live stream. Man, oh man, late night SHIB talk. You guys know how we do it. You guys know how we do it. Let's make sure everybody hops in real quick. So let's give everyone a few minutes here. Who do we got? Who do we got? Trying a little bit different this time, going through OBS live, so hopefully it goes through. We got Yusuf. What's going on, my man? A little bit of a latency, it looks like. A tiny bit of a delay. But let's go ahead and wait for everyone else to join in. KSH, what's going on? How are you doing, my man? Hi, Lee, in the chat as well. Looks like it's taking a second. Let me make sure I just post this over on Twitter. We are live, SHIB Army. What's going on, everybody? All right, there we go. Oh man, that live, okay, there we go. How are we doing, Tommy? Stephen Belair, my man, how are you doing? Sassy420, hey. FUD Killer reporting, says GP. Shannon, C, let's get it. Let's do this, guys. I'm super excited for today. We have a lot to discuss, believe it or not. Although the market has just been on fire lately, Shiba Inu is lagging behind just a little bit. But regardless, I'm really excited. And also for all the elite members, I hope you guys are liking the new elite member badges. So I had someone actually help me out and make the new logo for the whole Europop family. So really, I hope you guys are liking the new badges. They look really good. This is the first time we've been going live, just because you guys know I've been a little bit sick, but feeling better and better each and every day. So very thankful. Make sure you don't take your health for granted ever. We always get reminded when we get sick. So, oh man. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start our discussion for today. So a lot to discuss, as I mentioned, but first and foremost, what I want to talk about is the overall cryptocurrency market. So you guys know lately we have seen a lot of good news. And yes, Eduardo, me too. Yes, everybody, I did get tested, and no, I did test negative for the virus. Thankfully. It was just a rapid antigen test. So I know we got to take that for a grain of salt, right? Regardless, what I want to talk about is the overall cryptocurrency market, the global market, which actually is looking very bullish. So you guys know a lot of analysts were saying if we can break past 33,000 for Bitcoin, everything else will follow in terms of momentum. And thankfully, we saw everything pick back up. And you guys can see Ethereum up almost 10% on the week. Binance, BNB token, still a little bit down on the week actually. But today in the green, ADA or Cardano, also in the green on the week. Dogecoin. And of course, Shiba Inu, as I mentioned, it's kind of lagging behind a little bit. Still down on the week about 6.65%. And if we look at just on the day, down 0.43%. So the question is why? Why is Shiba Inu lagging compared to the other cryptocurrencies? Again, for me, I don't think it's really anything that's too substantial. I think, again, it's just one of those things that people don't really know what they want to do in terms of long-term hold versus short-term. And a big shout out. Hope you guys like the new pop-ups, by the way. I've been doing a lot of work in the background. Yes, I've been sick, but been trying to work as much as possible on the stream itself. So big shout out to Prince Vegeta. It says eToro check CB soon, RH soon, 0.009 price target. Let's go, my man. Super duper excited to see what we have to, what we have in store. And we're going to talk about eToro for sure. But regardless, for Shiba Inu right now, it's just, again, it's bulls versus bears, and it's just not real, not enough certainty because people are anticipating, right? Overdue in terms of the Coinbase Pro listing / Coinbase listing. And it's like, okay, where are we going? What's happening? We don't really know the trajectory for the token. But you guys know, for everybody else that's been a part of this SHIB movement and part of the SHIB army for a really long time, you know that we are anticipating and expecting a lot of positive catalysts on the way. We have the eToro listing, right? And that's the first thing we want to talk about today. They've been, again, letting us know that, hey, finally on Monday, as you guys saw in a tweet, and I made it on my video earlier, they're adding new coins on Monday to their exchange. Drop your guesses and replies. So we know they have been especially teasing the SHIBARMY, the Shiba Inu community as a whole. And honestly, for me, it's kind of like, okay, what am I expecting in terms of the eToro listing? So 20 million individuals have verified accounts on eToro. So if you guys kind of take that into account and say, okay, what does 20 million users look like? So for Coinbase, it's multiples of that. Multiples. But when I look at the overall listing for an exchange, we could see what happened when Coinbase listed. Immediately, we saw the price jump from, I think it was around 700 Satoshi Units. It went up 25 to 30% in a very short amount of time. Really, within minutes, it flew right back up, back to that 900 Satoshi Unit support line. And we can go ahead and look at the price action real quick. So if we go back to price, at this point, we're gonna have to look at the 3-month chart, I believe, right? Because it was on June 20, right here. We went from about 700 Satoshi Units, so approximately where we are now, a little bit less than that actually, and we jumped right up to 900. So 700 to 900, we saw a 25 to 30% increase. Am I expecting the same jump as soon as we get listed on eToro? Not necessarily, not to the same extent, but again, maybe 12 to 15%, because a lot of people right now are still unsure. They're not sure if they want to jump on the Shiba Inu bandwagon, if you will, if they want to join us on this movement, because again, there's still a lot of uncertainty. And if we look at the Bitcoin Fear Index, this is something that I feel like every single one of you guys that are watching tonight should be paying attention to, and that is, how is the overall market doing? As of 11 hours ago, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is at 22, which means there's extreme fear still in the market. So what does that mean for all of us? When the market is fearful, you guys know my go-to all the time, when it comes to a lot of fear in the market, that is a buying opportunity. Because again, right now people are still paper handing out of their positions, not knowing where the future of Bitcoin will be and the entire crypto market. Because the Bitcoin Fear Index as a whole, this goes into the entire global cryptocurrency market. Because remember, Bitcoin itself is the mother of the cryptocurrencies. So make sure you guys pay attention to that. And always just, again, it's as easy as following this Twitter account, which I'm not even following. But I just always search up to see how the overall market is doing. And at 22, extreme fear, when the market's fearful, that's when we have to be greedy. When the market is greedy, that's when we have to be fearful. And we also got Married with Crypto in the chat. He said, dude, you are live? Nice. I'm about to drop a video, just finished recording. Hey, you want to bring up Saitama? Yeah, we can talk about that. I have not invested into it, but I know a lot of people are starting to get interested in that cryptocurrency because they're looking at it as a potential opportunity similar to Shiba Inu. So we can definitely discuss it a little bit, but yeah, we'll touch on that for sure. But shout out to Married with Crypto for joining us tonight on the stream. Much love. And also Kenny Rojas says, what's going on, ship captain? How are you, my man? I'm doing good. A little bit of a runny nose still, congestion, that kind of thing, but really feeling a lot better than I did just even a few days ago. So yeah, back to the Fear and Greed Index. So again, even though the overall market is shaping up and looking better, there's still a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, believe it or not. Yes, numbers are looking good, but when there's FUD, that's the time, ultimately, that is the time for people to start loading up on their cryptocurrencies and finding the support lines that you truly think are legitimate and kind of are good buying opportunities for you and yourself. For me right now with Shiba Inu, 6,300, 6,400 Satoshi Units, where it's been kind of running, pretty reasonable price target to potentially get into it. So again, the eToro listing, anticipating that for Monday as one of the things they're going to be listing immediately. Just getting super duper excited for what it has to offer. And also the fact that the more individuals that get exposure for Shiba Inu, the better, of course. And again, I'm anticipating that we're going to see some buying pressure as soon as that happens. And a big shout out to Is Hypnophobic. He said, I was told this by a former boss. Buy fear, sell greed. Let's go, Ahmed. Hope all is well with your health. Thank you so much, my man, for the $5 super chat. And again, man, yeah, I totally 110% agree with that statement. Buy fear, sell greed. 110%. Whoever your former boss was, is probably a pretty intelligent individual. But again, thank you so much for your support today. And for everyone else that's tuned in, we have 322 viewers in the chat right now. And it's nearly 11 p.m. and you're doing this on a Saturday. So the fact that you guys are in right now, makes me really think you're trying to better yourselves. You're trying to learn a little bit more. And that's what we're all here for, right? This is all a learning opportunity for each and every one of us. So again, learning together is the best way to learn. That's just, of course, my opinion. But I think, again, as we continue to kind of explore and see what options we have in terms of the market, really for Shiba Inu and utilizing the swap, it makes the most sense to me right now. So let's go ahead and pull up the swap quick and show you guys how we've been looking. And let me know right now in the chat how many of you guys are utilizing the swap, because I know some people in previous streams said they're not quite in it yet, but let me know. Because again, with the market recovery, we're going to probably see Bone, Leash, and SHIB all go up in price. So real quick, let's go ahead and click Wolf. How have we been doing? So you guys know I did wolf my bones recently, then I buried the wolfed bones. Sitting currently at 5.28 additional bones with my 5.53 liquidity pair tokens, which are again Bone and Ethereum that I have in here right now. So if we go back and click the Bone folio, and sorry guys, throughout the night I might blow my nose. I'll try to mute before I do so because I know that's kind of obnoxious. But regardless, as you guys can see in terms of, let me move this up here. I think that might be better placement. Yeah. Anywho, in terms of overall ROI, for anybody that has been also using the Bone Ethereum combo in terms of the liquidity pairs in the liquidity pool, you're probably seeing similar, if not more or less, approximately the same amount of percentage gains. So right now, almost 2x in terms of overall return, a 100% return on my investment from an initial $1,138 investment, $945.59 returned. So again, the fact that the overall market has been pulling back and things are finally going to start shaping up. Remember, the reason that I have these pairs made in the liquidity pool is I really think that both Bone is going to appreciate as well as Ethereum, and that's what we've been seeing. So for me, it's yes, I'm investing in the liquidity pool, investment within an investment, right? I kind of talked about that in previous streams, and that's kind of what we're doing with Shiba Swap, because we're investing in these tokens, we're investing in these cryptocurrencies, but then we're letting them work for us. Additionally, they're doing even more work, and so again, it's an investment within an investment, which really excites me. I think that's pretty substantial, honestly. So yeah, pretty happy with the returns I've been seeing there. But again, we kind of want to talk about expectations outside of the swap, outside of eToro listing. What are we expecting for next week, and where are we headed in the overall global market? And there can be, again, difference of opinions, and I'm just going to kind of give my perspective, my personal perspective. So for Shiba Inu, I think if we see eToro listing next week in terms of price action, right, short-term price prediction, if you guys will, I think that we could see pretty easily see this thing go to, at the very minimum, to about 750, 800 Satoshi units post eToro listing because of the buying pressure that's going to be on. As long as the overall market continues the trend that it's been going in, and because again, the last 3 days we've been green. So if tomorrow we see a little bit of a pullback or a tiny bit of a correction, that's going to be actually a healthy correction before we continue to see it go on this bull run throughout next week. So for me, it's kind of like, hey, this is an opportunity to potentially load up on the cryptocurrencies that you like. Shiba Inu, of course, Bone, Leash, Ethereum for me, also pretty big on Ethereum. And there's a lot of other cryptos that I like, ADA, whatever they might be. So yeah, that's kind of just my opinion there, 750 to 800 Satoshi units. Now, if we get additional, any additional catalysts, so I'm talking, if we see anything like Coinbase coming out of nowhere and saying, well, we're now ready to relist Shiba Inu and add them to our exchange, that's going to be huge. That's going to be absolutely huge. And I think that can really shake up the market for the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem. So we could see it go to maybe 1,000 Satoshi units, 1,200. Because again, we know there's been this very, very, very strong 1,000 Satoshi unit, 900 Satoshi unit resistance mark. So right around here, you guys can continue to see it. 1100 when we saw it on May 24th, when we thought it was going to start picking back up, but then again shut down. 950, 980, 1000, pulled back down. So it's been tough. But if we could see those positive catalysts to kind of just destroy those resistance markers, then we can hopefully start to see a really, really nice bull run. And I'm looking at the chat, guys. I see all the people talking about Saitama. So, I feel like we just need to address it early on because, hey, it's that kind of thing. Late night streams, we just talk about cryptocurrencies, whether, it's a long-term hold or not. Let's kind of discuss that. And Eddie, shout out to Eddie for the $2 super chat. He says, Pop, are you invested in Saitama Inu yet? I am not invested in it, Eddie, because it's so volatile. But again, could it be an opportunity of a lifetime, just like Shiba Inu is and also was? Possibly. And the fact that it's available on the swap, that's what kind of excites me. So if we look up real quick, Saitama, Saitama, we have to import it. I understand. Before I do anything, right? I'm not gonna buy any quite yet. Let's go ahead and let's do some research about Saitama. So the first and foremost, it is Saitama Inu, right? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, and if I'm not, pardon me, folks. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. So Saitama Inu, and they're also on, so up 22.49% on the day. The thing is, the overall graph, right, when I'm looking at just the technical analysis or even just looking at the chart, this scares me. It scares me for obvious reasons. So it was at, how many zeros is that even? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was at 10 zeros on July 19th. 10 zeros. Where we at right now? This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10x in 4 days. A 1,000% return. Which is crazy in my opinion. 1,000%. But does that mean it's even halfway to where it's going to be? Is it even a quarter of the way? We don't know the answer to that. We won't know the answer to that until we just continue, because it can continue to run up. But right now, obviously, if we look at RSI or any technical analysis, everything will tell us to not buy, right? But the fact is that, does this thing have true backing? Does it have potential? That's what we need to look into and understand. And a big shout out to Stephen Belair for dropping the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He said, thoughts on Ethereum 2.0? Much love, bro. Stephen, I got you. One thing, red flags popping everywhere for me on that chart. I agree, Stephen. And real quick, are you guys seeing the pop-ups on the stream whenever we see any super chats? I just want to know if it's working. Somebody let me know. Just want to make sure. Yes. No, but we can hear them. Yes. You sure can see them. No, says Shannon C. You can't see them? No, yes, no. Maybe I need to make it bigger. But it's on the top left-hand side. It's just, the thing is, maybe it's not super transparent. So some are saying yes, some are saying no. No, no, no. Huh. Maybe I didn't notice it. Yes, Married with Crypto. I don't know. No, don't test it out. Don't test it out. I'm just wondering. Because we added the badges to the channel, and I just want to make sure that there's the on-screen option, well, not the on-screen options, but the on-screen pop-ups. And we got Senju in the chat coming in at late night Senju. Good, man. I'm doing well. On phone, yes. On TV, no. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. I'll try to figure out and do some troubleshooting thereafter. So, oh, it won't even let me go on the website? Let's see. Saitama. Here we go. Let's see if it'll let me pop up here. Oh, Steven, I told you you don't have to test it out. There, it says, see, on my screen it says Stephen Belair donated $2 through a super chat. But again, Stephen Belair, testing 1, 2, LOL, don't test it out. He says, we see it. There it is. All right, cool. Thank you so much again for the super chat, man. But really excited the fact that it has those on-screen options. It's fun what you can do with OBS, by the way. OBS Streamlabs, low plug for them. So awesome. And we got Senju, car maintenance, so no super chat. Senju, man, you just being here is all that matters. Just remember that. For everybody that's in the chat right now, make sure you guys smash that like button so we can get this stream out to more people. Although it's late night, I think we can get this stream popping. That's what the SHIB army could do. So real quick, let's look at yeah, so it looks like their website is not popping up for me because I want to know a little bit more about this cryptocurrency, right? Because you guys know I'm not a huge fan of just diving in. Yes, I did it for Grapefruit. Do I really regret it? No, because we were anticipating a pretty big, which it ended up happening. You can now create a liquidity pair with Grapefruit token. But it happened something similar like this tonight where we all just joined in on the stream. It was late night and we got it going. So who knows? Who knows where this thing is going? Could it be a rug pull? I don't know enough to give you guys an honest review, which is unfair. And that's why for me, honestly, it's if you want to treat it like a gamble, because hey, if this goes to where Shiba Inu is at currently in terms of price action, I don't even know what's their current circulating supply. How many zeros is that? Anybody know what that max supply is? I can't even comprehend that number. 100,000, 100 million. 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion, 100 trillion. Is that a total circulating supply of 100 quadrillion? Is that even right? If that's accurate, that's insanity for a circulating supply. Wow. I don't know. 100Q. Yes. Sheesh. That's insane. That is insane. I don't know, man. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this thing. It could be a potential opportunity. I'll leave it as this. If you don't mind gambling money that you have set aside, right? This is more of a risky play than any other crypto that I'm even eyeing right now. Because again, the overall cryptocurrency market by itself, the overall crypto market has been pretty volatile and we don't really know exactly where it's headed. We think that the bulls might be out now. So again, in terms of a long-term hold, looks like it might be really, really a good idea to start investing into cryptos that you truly believe in long-term. If you want to do this as a potential short-term trade and you could see it, maybe another 10x with its current value, that's possible. But the risk that comes with this is huge. So put in money into this play that you're willing to 100% lose. If that means it's $10, if that means it's $5, whatever, might be something fun to kind of just see where it goes. And let me see, big shout out to David McLaren, dropping the $5 super chat. Has been holding 47 million since March, then staked half of it on Shiba Swap. Ready for some zeros to drop. David, I am so with you, man. I am so ready to start seeing the zeros pop right off. So excited and so ready. Trust me. If anybody's ready, I definitely am. And again, right now, just being that it's running sideways, of course, is not really interesting a lot of investors. And I know people, I've seen it on Twitter today. People are selling out of their position and jumping into Shiba Inu. And again, in my opinion, that is ridiculous. That is not, if you believe in something long-term, keep your money in it. If you want to get into a new investment, then go for it. But again, maybe add additional, add some buying power, wait till you have buying power to get in on something like this instead of selling out of your position into something that you do want to hold for the longer term. The market has been on a craze right now, and I know a lot of people are following the hype, which scares me. For me personally, the chart is basically screaming red flags, so I'm holding off. But tonight, if I see it drop significantly, which I saw today, it was up 50% at some point, and then it dropped 30 or 40%. Maybe I'll buy in some on stream if it drops to a level. So if someone wants to keep an eye out on Saitama, let me know, but we can check it out. Eddie Martinez also dropping a $5 super chat, says pop. For every transaction, every holder gets 2% to their wallet. White paper is legit, and they burnt 51% of their supply. Man, I'm telling you, Eddie, this could very well be a big money grab. It could be. So for investors that were able to get in earlier than, today, the thing is, at this point, the hype is here. And you guys know there's one thing that I really like to, kind of talk about, and that's the market cycle. So that's one thing I want to talk about real quick. And BD dropping the $5 super chat as well. It says, my man, BD in the house. Let's go, BD. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Check this article. Shows direction of crypto. Indexes equals volume. S&P crypto index has 253 coins. Doge is not one of them. S&P crypto index. I've never heard of that. Let me copy paste that real quick and see if we could find something about it. That's interesting. And I apologize, guys. Again, runny nose. Oof. Runny nose and headaches lately. Hopefully, again, feeling better and better, but let's see what happens. Is this the one you're talking about? The S&P Bitcoin index? Is this what you mean, BD? If it is, I'll go ahead and kind of dive into it in a little bit and try to figure out, fact sheet. I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen this before. Main article. All right, let's go back. Oh, 253. Okay, here it is. S&P crypto index has 253 coins. Doge is not one of them. The index company. One sec, folks. I'm going to mute for a second so I can blow my nose. Oof. You're going to have to be patient with me tonight. One sec here. All right, there we go. Blew the nose. And yes, Piyapa, thank you for your concern. I did get tested, and I tested negative. The nice thing, again, working in healthcare is you get tested immediately. So that's the first thing I did before I even started work today. And I was negative. But I also sent out what we call a PCR test, which is a little bit more accurate. So we'll see. Again, this is the first time I felt like this in. Feels like years, but I've been out and about a lot. One sec here. I'm going to mute one more time. Oh, man. Just be patient, folks, with me. Please be patient. Yes, thank goodness, as you guys said. Absolutely. As soon as I got that negative test back, I was like, sigh of relief. One sec here. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's see. 253 tokens, XRP. I wonder what this is, though. So Dogecoin is out. Bitcoin Diamond is in. So are the S&P crypto digital market. This is interesting. 253 coins in this. I'm wondering if they're all like I wonder if they all have like, strong white papers trying to actually make infrastructure changes, that kind of thing. Because those tokens are usually the ones that more investors will get into, which will excite both retail and institutional investors. So I wonder if that's what this is comprised of. And Dogecoin and something like a community-driven cryptocurrency, right? Very project-based, newer type projects might not have as much attraction to them in terms of indexes. So I wonder if this is what that's about. I'll have to look into this a little bit further and dig a little deeper. Let's see. There was something that I was going to do. Someone asked earlier. Who was it? Oh, Steven Belair asked about staking with Ethereum 2.0. Yeah, Steven, I actually have no idea about the staking, to be honest. I know that the hard fork, when is that? Ethereum hard fork. August. When is that going to happen again? London hard fork. This is the only thing that I've been keeping up with is the Ethereum's London hard fork scheduled to commence on August 4th. So that's when it's going to go from, here, let me silence this dude real quick. Give me one sec, folks. So Ethereum's core developers have proposed a block of 12,965,000 London upgrade on the mainnet. It's expected around August 4th. Let's see. Here it is. So Ethereum's London hard fork is one of the long-awaited changes in quite some time that will follow recently implemented Berlin hard fork. The London upgrade is meant to complement the Ethereum 2.0 transition, which will change the Ethereum chain from proof of work to proof of stake. And a lot of people, I feel like, aren't really aware of what proof of stake is versus proof of work. And you guys know I like this Investopedia. Proof of work Investopedia. They have proof of work versus proof of stake right here. I thought this is a really good article for all of you who haven't really looked into it, to kind of understand the difference between the two. And let's see, I think I just heard So Imperial Beats, my man, dropping the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. He says, after the AMC squeeze, can you imagine the amount of money that will flow into the cheapest coin on the market? And the kicker is the cheapest, but has the most potential. Hope you feel better, Pop. Thank you so much, So Imperial Beats, for the $20 super chat tonight. And yeah, man, I've been long awaiting for the squeeze to finally for it to undergo the short squeeze first and foremost, and then get completed and have all the retail investors that left the crypto space to come back in. My man, that's going to be huge. But this, honestly, in terms of the short squeeze, is lasting a lot longer than I thought it would. A lot longer. So, yeah, man, I am super duper excited to see what happens. So, give me 1 second. 1 second here, by the way, Steven. I know I'm kind of not sidetracking, but so as we know, again, Ethereum's blockchain is moving from proof of work to proof of stake. So proof of work describes a system that requires a not insignificant but feasible amount of effort in order to deter frivolous and malicious uses of computing power, such as sending spam emails or launching denial of service attacks. The concept was subsequently adapted to securing digital money by Hal Finney in 2004. Okay, a little bit of background there that we don't really care about. So Bitcoin became the first widely adopted application for a proof of work idea. And if you guys for those of you who might have not tuned in to, if you didn't tune into the B-Word conference, who was it? Elon Musk. Elon Musk talked about proof of work and proof of stake. And I think the way he kind of explained it was pretty eloquent. And I thought he elaborated in a very well-mannered, especially for someone who doesn't really understand the concept or might be new to the entire cryptocurrency space. I think, again, the way he explained it was very, very good. Now, what's going on with this whole Ethereum 2.0 thing? And then we'll talk about the whole staking idea. Because again, for me, I actually have no exposure to staking. All I do for Ethereum personally is I believe in their blockchain and the fact that they just have so many partnerships and just so much potential. I think in my opinion, Ethereum will one day surpass Bitcoin. Gonna mute for a second, need a sneeze. Oh man, I thought I was going to be able to live stream, but we'll see. We'll see how long I could last. Anywho, so with Ethereum's blockchain and all the potential that it has, I think that it one day will surpass Bitcoin. And we've seen the price targets by Wall Street. I've seen anywhere between 20,000 Ethereum by Goldman Sachs, right? You guys saw the leak. And when these big investment banks or big institutions start naming things off like price targets, especially when they get leaked into the internet, that's not something we should ever overlook, because they have individuals in the background that do research like nobody else can. So make sure you guys kind of pay attention and notice those kind of things, because that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. So again, following the introduction, so we know that proof of work, Bitcoin. So proof of work is a decentralized consensus mechanism that requires members of a network to expend effort solving an arbitrary mathematical puzzle to prevent anybody from gaming the system, right? So the verification process on the blockchain itself, if it's a proof of work, it's mechanism requiring a network to expend effort solving an arbitrary mathematical puzzle. Okay, so that's currently what Bitcoin runs under. This is what Ethereum runs under. But VB and his team, of course, decided we need to switch from a proof of work to a proof of stake. So if we go to proof of stake real quick, Investopedia. I love this website. It taught me personally. It's been one of my favorites, and you guys know I've shared this thing multiple times already. But real quick here, proof of stake. So the proof of stake concept states that a person can mine or validate block transactions according to how many coins they hold. So again, going from basically the blockchain verification process of utilizing a network to expend effort solving an arbitrary mathematical puzzle. Again, That's kind of how blockchain typically works in a decentralized fashion. The proof of stake, though, again, a little bit different. It's mining or validating block transactions according to how many you hold. The bigger your position, the more you can mine, the more you can, that's how the proof of stake, that's basically how you can expand on that. This means that the more coins are owned by a miner, the more mining power they have. With proof of stake, cryptocurrency miners can mine or validate blockchain transactions based on the amount. So the bigger holders can do more, right? So the idea is going from Ethereum to Ethereum 2.0, hopefully what we're going to see is lower gas fees. Instead of creating so much expending a lot of energy utilizing these complex mathematical puzzles, mathematical algorithms, now it's going to be mining, which we know mining, of course, has its own or proof of stake versus proof of work. Both have their pros and cons. But if you continue to read, proof of stake was created as an alternative to proof of work, which is the original consensus algorithm in the blockchain technology used to confirm transactions and add new blocks to that chain. So again, I think when Ryoshi, if you guys read the article with Ryoshi, he did a very good job explaining. And that's why I think Ryoshi, because again, he met individuals at the Ethereum, at DEF CON, and all these different things. So when these are mentioned, we need to understand that following, we're going to probably see some significant decreases in a lot of these transaction fees. And that's what I'm hoping. Again, I'm just hopeful for that, but I'm not quite certain. So used to confirm transactions to add new blocks to the chain. Proof of work requires huge amounts of energy, with miners needing to sell their coins to ultimately foot the bill. Proof of stake gives mining power based on the percentage of coins held by a miner. That's where it's going to differentiate. And a big shout out to Pablo Valenzuela. Oh man, I can't pronounce that. Valenzuela. Bro, I have 630 million SHIB. What should I do with it? My man, I can't tell you what to do with it because I'm not a financial advisor, of course. But for me, I have about half of that, 300 million. I have approximately 120 million currently buried. Let's go ahead and just double check. And we'll come back. Trust me, Steven, I got your back. We'll come back to it. So if we go, I have currently buried. And you can see you can extrapolate this how you want, or the information that's here. But you can see I have currently 112 million buried. So I'm just staking my tokens. But if you keep them for safekeeping too, also very valid option. Very valid option. So again, currently holding 213 million SHIB that I bought on the dip around 580, 570 Satoshi units. So I'm holding a lot just in my wallet and not doing anything with it. But I'm also burying quite some because again, it's sensible in my opinion to utilize features like bury or dig into the liquidity pool if you want to see your investment work more. Again, just my opinion. And what I need to do is I need to move this down here. I think that's going to be a little bit better. So again, Pablo, I hope that helps a little bit, man. But again, all I can basically tell you is, do what you please, of course, because it's ultimately your tokens and your investment. But yeah, man, that's what I got for you. And Shiba Bone Collector, let's see, just making sure, lots of plebs out there. That Jonathan Barrett, stay strong, bro. What do we have? I feel like the chat is lively tonight, man. You guys are fantastic. Shiba Bone Collector dropping the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, AKA Kandeja Foods. Hey, welcome back, Kandeja. I swapped my 1.2 billion SHIBs that I previously staked for Bones and added it to my Bone Ethereum pair, which increased my holdings to 203 liquidity pool tokens. I earned 98.6 Bones in 24 hours. Wow, Kandeja. That is absolutely phenomenal. I really hope you continue to see fantastic returns on your investment. And that's awesome. That is really, really... And again, everybody, to each his own. Everybody has found a strategy that works best for them. Kandeja, obviously, has really been loving the Bone Ethereum pair and utilizing the liquidity pool. And for a lot of us, it's like, hey, if I can utilize that, so be it. For some others, it's like, I don't really want to worry about impermanent loss. I don't really understand it that well. So instead, I want to utilize the bury feature, which as you guys can see, I'm using both. Some bury, some also in the liquidity pool. So identify the one that you want to do. Ultimately, it's your choice. So thank you so much, Kandeja, for your support and dropping the super chat. And we also got Williams J dropping the $10 super chat. And he says, bro, I am SHIBARMY for life. But if Saitama can get you behind their token, there's no limits. Read the white paper. It's legit. I made over 2 billion tokens with a 2% redistribution in one day. Just saying, bro. Hashtag diversity. Williams J. That's the thing. I literally pulled up their website and it's just not working. So I am more than willing to do... Oh, is this their website? Well, here we go. So it looks like we will have the opportunity to look through. And if I end up liking what I see with you guys here on the stream, full transparency, I will buy in. But just because I buy in does not mean anybody else has to. But we'll go ahead and look at it now that the website is working. So let's do that in a second. What I want to look at, because I keep getting distracted. And again, thank you guys all for all your support tonight. Really, it means a lot to me. You know, coming on, I know people are like, dude, just get your rest. There's really no need to stream. But no, I have to come on here, make sure that everyone just is getting the content that they're looking for. And again, that's why I always ask you guys to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I truly enjoy coming on and talking to you all. It always becomes a wonderful dialogue. And Ian Fox says, Pop, we love you, brother, but you need to rest. Remember, our health is priceless. Ian Fox, 100%. I am off work tomorrow, and tonight I'll get to, you know, my wife has been taking good care of me, so big shout out to the wifey. Much love, of course. And yes, I got your back. I will be resting. I'm not going to stay up too late, but got to bring you guys to the stream. So really, this is just, it's a lot of fun for me, because otherwise I'll just be laying down and I'm not doing much there. And Michael also dropping a $5 super chat. Wow, you guys are awesome. I'm using Crypto.com app and putting all my SHIB into Crypto Earn at a 3-month term at 2% APY. See, everybody has found a way that works for them. So Michael, that's awesome. Like, I'm really glad to hear that you're, utilizing something that you're comfortable using and you're seeing some returns, right? So that's awesome, man. Big shout out to Michael. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. And James Stalker also dropping a $5, and he says, feel better soon, man. Your kind words to me after my mom passed meant a lot. Been a huge fan since. God bless you. James Stalker, man, God bless you. And thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. And really, man, again, losing a loved one is never easy. And you guys know, losing my grandmother earlier this year, and James kind of mentioned the loss of his mother. Like, that's always difficult. So all we could do is, stay strong, stay together, and really just be here for one another, especially during the tough times and the good times, right? Because that's the best thing. I think there's a quote, something along the lines of, there was a man who saw a baby cry, and then moments later, he saw that same baby laugh. And that kind of reminds us all that pain never lasts. So again, that's the beauty of life. We can always look at those babies and see they always cry, and then we see them laugh. But yeah, James, thank you so much, my brother, for tuning in and for the super chat. We got Jason Cefantes. Jason, man, welcome to the chat. Late night, man, late night. Love these late night talks on YouTube. And man, I'm really loving. Are you guys not loving these the badges? Let me know, guys. All the elite members. Do you guys like the new badges that are part of the channel? I really like them. YP, Hero Pop, and the different colors just signify the length of time that you've been a member. So yeah, man, I like them a lot. They look good. The Visionary, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Jason, he says, yes, sir. Hey, make sure you guys smash that like button, as Jason said. The more likes, of course, the more people get to see this and, just get the information about all these different cryptocurrencies. And specifically, we've been talking a lot about Shiba Inu, of course. Now, Ethereum. Let's go ahead and look into it. Ethereum, let's just do a quick Google. 2.0 staking. So it looks like Coinbase might have something for us. Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0 staking. What is Ethereum 2? We already know. It's going to be the hard fork. So Ethereum 2.0 is an upgrade to Ethereum's network that aims to improve the network security and scalability. Again, going from proof of work to proof of stake. We just went over that a little bit ago. This upgrades and involves Ethereum shifting their current mining model to a staking model. And what do we got here? Big Pops dropping the $8 super chat. Thank you so much, Big Pops. It says, hey, brother. Hi from Australia. You staking, burying any bone? I am. I am staking and burying some bone. Big Pops, I could show you here. Not much. I want to probably do more, but I'm just waiting. Let's go here. Currently, total amount staked, which again, this was much later than I wish I would have started. But 153 bones currently being staked. Buried or staked. For the liquidity pool, I currently have 5.53 liquidity pool tokens created, and I'm using that for the dig feature into the liquidity pool. So if we look at the Bone folio real quick, go into the portfolio, 144 bones there with 0.22 Ethereum. So yeah, man, loving the gains I've been seeing, honestly, and it's been nothing but phenomenal. So back to Ethereum staking. What's the difference between Ethereum and Ethereum 2? So Ethereum 2 equals staked Ethereum. Coinbase offers our customers the ability to stake their Ethereum to earn rewards. When you stake your Ethereum, it converts to Ethereum 2. The price of ETH2 is identical to ETH, or Ethereum. Once the upgrade to Ethereum network is complete, your ETH2 will revert to ETH. That's a little confusing. Let's keep reading. What is staking? Staking is the process of actively participating in transaction validation. What we're doing right now when we're burying SHIB is exactly that. We're participating in transaction validation. So for people who have still been a misunderstanding what the whole idea behind burying or digging it into the liquidity pool, well, here it is. A very good explanation. So staking is the process of actively participating in transaction validation. It's very similar to mining on a proof of stake blockchain. On these blockchains, anyone with a minimum required balance of a specific cryptocurrency can validate transactions and earn staking rewards. And that's why we understand now with proof of stake versus proof of work, the higher your position, the more returns people are seeing, right? Candasia is very transparent. So I'm going to use you as an example. She has, I think she said a couple hundred liquidity pool tokens currently being utilized. So from the liquidity pool, she's seeing a bigger return on her investment. And that's kind of how, again, that's why they say the bigger your portfolio is or the more you have invested, the more returns you're going to see in terms of percentages. Now, transactions to earn staking rewards. For more information, blah, blah, blah. Now, what are the rewards for staking Ethereum? You may earn up to a 5% APR on any Ethereum that you stake as a reward for helping secure the network. Makes sense. The more people that are securing the network, the better, of course. Ethereum 2 staking rewards are given in accordance to how much Ethereum is validating, and let's see, how much Ethereum is validating and what rewards the network is offering over a time period. All right, because this is pretty confusing, but I want to make sure everyone is understanding it very well. So let me slow down a second. You can earn up to 5% APR on Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum 2 staking rewards are given in accordance to how much Ethereum is validating and what rewards the network is offering over a time period. Similar to Shiba Inu, when there is very little Ethereum staked, the protocol rewards increase as an incentive for more Ethereum to come online. Aha! So for people who are confused with ShibaSwap, why the heck did the APY decrease significantly when more and more people were jumping in? That is exactly why. When there is very little Ethereum staked, or when there's very little Bone staked, right, the protocol rewards increase to get more people to come online, to get more people in. On the other hand, when there's already a lot of Ethereum staked, the reward is reduced. So you can see the current amount staked. Let's see here if this even does anything. Become a validator. So currently right now it looks like 6.5 million total Ethereum is staked, 199,932 validators with an APR of 6.1. So over time, the idea is more and more people will be jumping in to Ethereum. And a big shout out to Candasia, dropping another $10 super chat. Now Shiba Bone Collector is the name. And Candasia says the liquidity pool earns 3x as much as staking. And as long as Bones and Ethereum increases, which they will, permanent losses will not be realized. Digging over staking is a no-brainer. Get well, brother. Thank you so much, Candasia. And really, that is so well said. For anybody that wants to enter into the liquidity pool, just understand the only time impermanent loss even kicks in is when things depreciate. So when we're in a bearish market and say the price of Bone decreases and Ethereum decrease, that's when we'll start seeing, that's when we'll see people potentially maybe losing some money in the liquidity pool. But as Candasia says, if you're someone who has conviction and believes that Bone will rebound, right, go back to all-time highs and break those, all the returns you're seeing in the liquidity pool, which is much more gain, insanity, the kind of returns you'll see. And a big shout out to Jason Safantes, says, we have 500 or more people on the stream right now. You guys are always killing it, SHIBARMY. But if you guys haven't already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you so much for everybody that has tuned in tonight. It has been fantastic, like every other stream. Always, man. So much energy. I'm already feeling better, honestly, believe it or not. It's like the blood is flowing, feeling better. Instead of just being bedridden and laying down, I think this is much better. And Big Pop's also dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. He says, thanks, brother. Get well soon and plenty of tea. Yes, tea is huge. So again, the more validators they're going to start entering, the lower we're going to see the APR. So for anybody that is currently not doing this and is holding Ethereum like me, I think I'm silly for not actually staking my Ethereum, because I could be making additional passive income as long as I'm letting my Ethereum work. Because when you're staking, right, you're helping validate these transactions. You're not going to lose your tokens. It's just you're helping the Ethereum network. So not only are you helping the Ethereum network, but the Ethereum network is also giving you a payout for what you're doing. And that's why I really think that blockchain as a whole, the idea of this entire cryptocurrency infrastructure, is absolutely phenomenal. And that's why I love this community, the community being this entire network, outside of just the SHIBARMY. Best family for sure, but the entire idea of crypto is working together. The more people that work together, the better the blockchain will work. And you get a payout. There's an incentive for people to do this. Isn't that amazing? That's just amazing. It's wonderful. So again, Steven, I appreciate you for bringing this up. Right now, I have about 2 Ethereum tokens, and I wish, believe it or not, guys, I bought Ethereum back at $600, and I sold at like 700 and something, thinking, hey, I made some money. If I would have just kept holding, man, the diamond hand mentality has been adopted because of the fact that I lost on so much potential over time. But yeah, when there's very little Ethereum staked in protocol, we understand that. So are there risks? Let's go ahead and look at the risks too, because with everything that's with all rewards come a little bit of potential risks. Let me mute for a second. I need to blow my nose. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. KNG Raju says, will Shiba Inu reach 50 cents in the next 3 years? Man, that's a hot take. In 3 years, I was actually going to make a video regarding like a 2025 price target. So remember, for us to get to to $1, I think it was, we need to grow at 20% per month till 2025. And do I need to sneeze? Oh man, I'm sorry guys. Pop, you're a real warrior. Awesome content tonight. Ian Fox, I got you, man. Thank you for all the hearts and all the positivity. You've been awesome, my friend. So KNG, will Shiba Inu reach 50 cents in the next 3 years? KNG, the only way, in my opinion, 50 cents would be pretty insane, especially in such a short amount of time. But the way for that to happen is, again, really without burn, true burn. Now, I'm not talking about liquidity, the lockout burn with the 67% rewards being locked out. No, I'm talking about a true community-driven burn. That's the only way I think that it's going to be actually possible. But in terms of 50 cents in 3 years, I think that's too short of a time span. We can start seeing a lot of zeros come off before in the next 3 years. Absolutely. I 100% think that's true. So right now, can we see 6,400 Satoshi units at 10x? Probably by end of year. It's possible. And then from there, maybe 100x to see 60,400 or 64,000 Satoshi units. Very possible. But if you're talking a few more zeros, a 1,000x, so 10,000% or a 10,000x, that'd be pretty difficult. Possible, but very difficult. And again, I'll always say this, never underestimate the internet. So I don't want to put a cap. I never want to underestimate the internet or the SHIBARMY, because it's possible, but it'd be very, very tough to do. Very tough. And we got the guy from New York dropping the $1 super chat. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Joseph Fain coming in, says, what's up, SHIBARMY? Hey, Pop. Just getting to see the upgrades. Awesome. Joseph Fain, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Yeah, man, I'm really excited. And we're actually currently creating a new stream background, I think. And I'm also working on the studio. So today I'm actually using a new light. Lots of things coming, guys. Really, I've been enjoying streaming so much that I want to make sure that I can make it as appealing as possible. And yeah, really some exciting things to come. And again, Joseph, thank you so much for your support tonight, man. Really appreciate you. And that guy from NY, Shiba Army, has got your back. Thank you so much, man. Really, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the entire Shiba Army. You guys are the individuals that keep me going every single day, right? Even the wife was like, is it really a good idea to stream tonight? And I'm like, I could take the day off, but I don't want to. I want to interact with this family. Because it's like, again, really, even one day away from the stream or away from you guys, really is like, it feels like a year. Because I like interacting with the family. Joseph Fain, man. And So Imperial Beats, everyone else, the guy from NY. We also got everybody else in the chat. Jason Safantes, Stephen Belair. And Davi says, what's up, Pop? Thanks for your energy. Davi, man, I got your back. Definitely got your back. If 600,000 holders burn 1 million each, that makes 600 billion tokens burnt. Stephen, exactly. 100%, man. That's the thing about it, is we can create a community burn, but we have to get together. And we'd have to coordinate it in a very, very professional manner. It can't just be kind of like half-assed or anything like that. No, it's got to be very, very, very well coordinated. So I think the way we could do that is, now that we have a governance token, now that we have Bone in the picture, we can come together utilizing that specific governance and the idea behind, community voting, getting together and coordinating such a thing. And that's the thing, is that first thing that's going to come, the first way for it to actually come about is building trust with one another. And I think right now the SHIB Army is getting together, and we are literally building that, right? You guys, myself and you, this dynamic that we have going on these streams and everything like that, we are literally creating trust. And that's the first thing that we need to bridge. Once we have that, then we can start seeing a lot bigger, bigger things to come in terms of projects, in terms of burns within the community itself. But we got to build that trust. That's first and foremost. And what else do we see, man? The chat is so hyped right now, man. Did he reinvest? Did I reinvest what? Hats off, Pop. Aisha, welcome. Thank you so much. A holder is literally... Wait, what's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. Someone said check out Twitter. Elon sent something. Oh man, what's Elon on now? Did he recently tweet? And finally, what do you say now? And finally. Oh man. What are you trying to tell me? That I can make a lot of money with Doge? No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that Doge is money. Oh man. 6 minutes ago? Gotta like it. Only Elon Musk. He is insane. Let's see. In case you want to know why not everyone has their returns yet, in part because the distribution takes hours, and also this. Let's see what Eric said. Depending on the volume and the data of the week, the process might vary in minutes, hours, weekly. It's not the same amount of data to work with every week, and the process can take different times. That's why the rewards are sent weekly and not every Saturday at X hour. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm guessing tonight is the night for us to start seeing a lot of our rewards. That's what I'm guessing. Let's look at the Doge pump after Elon's tweet. Oh boy, oh boy. If Doge pumps, you guys know what happens. Shiba Inu tends to pump as well. Is it actually pumping though? Let's look at the trading view. Oh yeah. Oh man. Decent. Yeah, it's having a little bit of a decent pump. And you guys know, full transparency, I am definitely invested in Dogecoin. So when I see Doge do well, it excites me. And we hope that SHIB also follows. Usually they follow one another pretty closely. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what you guys got. Good time for Elon tweet. Perfect time in my opinion. Yeah, he's pretty good at he's pretty good at timing tweets. So yeah, Steven. let's look at the risks because we talked about all the things. So staking can be rewarding, but it also comes with the risk of loss of principal funds if the validator duties are not met. Okay, so what does that mean? Just so we're all on the same page. However, Coinbase will cover these risks at no extra cost, so your principal is safe. Okay, so if you're staking, so proof of stake again, if you're utilizing the stake feature with Ethereum to help validate transactions, the risk comes with there's a risk of loss of principal, so basically your initial investment, if validator duties are not met. But looks like with Coinbase itself as a platform, if you're utilizing Coinbase, which I'm a big fan of, I really like Coinbase actually. Again, really, if they're covering the extra costs, it looks like there's no risks. Coinbase cannot guarantee that the upgrade to Ethereum network will be successful and is not responsible for any staked Ethereum lost due to unsuccessful network upgrade. Now, am I worried about an unsuccessful network upgrade with VB and the Ethereum blockchain being, precise and how perfected it has become? I'm not worried about that personally. But again, of course, do your own due diligence on that. So due to an unsuccessful network upgrade or other factors not within our control. For more information, we do that. So is there a risk staking minimum and maximum? There are no risks to stake on Coinbase. There is a maximum amount of Ethereum that each customer can stake to help manage network limits. The maximum amount will change over time and is not specific to individual accounts. Okay, does that make sense? So yeah, man, I feel like that's pretty exciting. I want to do this. Steven, my man, really appreciate you. Really appreciate you for putting us on Ethereum staking. I can't believe I didn't know about it. And we got Cody Keeling. Cody Keeling has become an elite member. Thank you so much, man. And welcome to the party. Really, believe it or not, guys, I think that the membership has been live now for a little bit over a month. But I have not identified. We're probably talking about a 1 week, a weekly, like members only live, not a live stream, but like a Zoom type conference or a Zoom meeting where we can all just talk about everything in terms of tokens, maybe different cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu news, investment strategies, that kind of thing together. Because again, as much as I'm learning, right, like Saitama Inu, the thing that we're going to talk about tonight in just a little bit, that's what I'm hopefully create for you guys as members, because I really do appreciate the fact that you're going out of your way to become an elite member. And man, thank you so much again, Cody, and everybody else that's a part of the elite membership. We got living in Dallas, Texas, also running an Ethereum node. He says you should make a Discord, Ahmed. Steven, I do have one, but my Discord is it's such a mess. It has over 4,000 members, but it's a crypto Discord, and also it has the old stock members and options. So maybe I'll make something specific, an elite members Discord. Maybe I could do something like that. So I got you, man. Steven, definitely will. And Andrew, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And Andrew says, what's going on, SHIBARMY? Currently holding on to 100 million, new to crypto. Any tips on the newbie? LOL. And also just subscribed. Andrew, welcome, my man. Thank you so much for your thank you so much for the $5 super chat and your support. And my man, 100 million is a fantastic, in my opinion, a fantastic position to be in. So the fact that you're already holding, that's the first step. And now maybe utilizing Shiba Swap might also come to advantage for you. So again, we're currently awaiting to see what kind of returns we're going to see. Let's see here. Movable date. So still can't see the weekly gains, which is supposed to be at any moment now, probably in the next, who knows, minutes, hours. It's, again, as we just read that Discord message, it's going to vary depending on account and depending on the person. A lot of variables for sure. So yeah, is Doge going to break 200? Oh, it's going to break 20 cents. It's about to. How's SHIB doing? We're just patient, man. It's been a patience game today for sure. And Steven says, plus I'd love to one-on-one for sure, my man. Steven, absolutely, bro. We can make it happen. That'd be fun. I want to start hearing the voices behind the names. That would be just Mind-blowing in my opinion. Go Doge. Let's see, did it break 200? Oh, there's that resistance. Elon Musk, man. He never fails to... Let's go over and check to see what he... Tesla Giga Shanghai team has done amazing work. Oh, man. Elon. Always at it. Money now, money back in my... Gotta love it. So yeah. But honestly, when it comes to this Ethereum thing, definitely looking into it. Now, we got a lot of other things we need to talk about too. Let's look at... So we talked about proof of stake versus proof of work and the change for Ethereum after Ethereum 2.0. The whole... the hard fork, London hard fork. But let's look at this here. Am I on the right website? That's the first thing I want to ask. Saitama. Yeah, let me know, guys, right now before I even go into it. Is this the right website? Try to check the DeFi bank, because this is directly from Coinbase, or not Coinbase, excuse me. This is directly from yeah, Saitama Inu. This is definitely their website. Okay. Let's go ahead and check it out. Is there a way for me to send you my Discord somewhere? Steven. Yeah, if you click the link in the description, Steven, for my Discord, go on there and you should find my channel and just ping me. Ping me on the Discord and I should be able to hopefully catch up with you there. Alrighty. So, what do we got? Community-owned decentralized token. Built on the Ethereum infrastructure, an ERC20 token. Lots of those. Saitama Inu is a medium for traders, crypto enthusiasts, and ordinary people in general to be able to transact as a currency, payment, and monetary system as a whole. Okay. And I see they have Saitama, Shiba Inu's here, Doge. Okay. This started as us being sick of losing money on scam tokens, a discussion, and an experiment. It turns out we are not alone, and there's a need to be, there needs to be a change in legitimacy and utilization of tokens for something useful. Saitama Inu was created to give people a chance to create wealth. The original owner of this project created this coin so that people like you and I can invest into the token with a minimal amount of money, and would be able to walk away with a big smile. Okay? After ownership was renounced, a group of committed individuals who have found the goal valuable and impactful took over the project and continued developing it into a token which people can remember for a lifetime. We aim to see many lives change from this token. Okay, see what else we got. And K&J also dropping a super chat. Thank you so much, man, for the 449 rupees. We got a supporter from India. Shout out to the India family, by the way. I'm holding 30 million coins, and I would like to hold for 5 years. Is that worth it? Of course, K&J, I can't tell you what to do in terms of buying, selling, holding. But for me, I am pretty much in the same trajectory, man. I'm looking to hold for the long term, my friend. Really, the long term I'm talking. So, end of day, it all depends on what, if you truly believe in the cryptocurrency, if you truly believe in the project, the fact that it's community driven, and all the potential it has, because if the answer is yes to that, then for me, it's kind of like, an absolute no-brainer. So again, I hope that kind of helps answer that. And I know it's a simple answer, but really, man, thank you for your support and just giving you my perspective. And I'm going to mute for a sec because I need to sneeze. All right, there we go. I'm muted. Someone said Doge just broke through. There it is. It's going to get there. It's fighting that resistance hard. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. So back to what we were looking at. Saitama Inu. Because you guys asked and I gotta deliver. Gotta deliver. Alright. So how to buy. Saitama Inu is currently available on Uniswap and can be purchased using contract address right here. You can follow the steps below. So it is available on ShibaSwap. That's something I did notice. Let me just make sure it was the right one. Saitama. Yeah, that's definitely the right one. Saitama Inu. The address. Let's go ahead. What if we just copy paste this? Would that do anything? Yep, it's the same. Perfect. Just making sure. Okay, back to what we were saying. So there's the address. You can follow the steps below if you are new to Uniswap or scroll. Okay, we are not new to it. What I want to see here is we're going to obviously look at the white paper because this will determine whether or not I even would consider investing into this thing. And of course, that will also dictate whether we want to create any content around it, and we'll go from there. So MetaMask, register on Ethereum, okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, payment for goods and services. Okay, this is kind of entering into the white paper, but not so much really in depth. Payment for goods and services. Saitama Inu's purpose is to fulfill a need. The need is to have a simple, easy to use marketplace application, which not only stores your digital crypto assets safely and securely, but also have the tools that you need to make important decisions when it comes to buying or selling goods through Saitama Inu. Reward system. Every transaction of Saitama, there's a 2% distribution reward to the holders. A further 2% is burned. Okay, so they do have token burn. So this is kind of similar to, what's that crypto? SafeMoon. SafeMoon also had similar mechanism by which, you know, there's a burn every so often with transactions. This will give all holders a passive source of income on their tokens. The white paper. So this is what we're really interested in. We're going to read the English white paper here about this whole cryptocurrency and token. And I wonder if the devs are doxed or not. That's something I want to know about. I want to check this out. We're going to look at this in a second. Just want to make sure we look at the Cody super chat not working, no idea why. Huh. Not sure why either, but Cody, maybe that's just a sign that I don't know. I'm not sure why. Sometimes I've heard that from other people too. But regardless, you being on the stream, man, is all that really matters. So much love. Thank you so much, regardless, Cody, for trying. And then Joseph Fain dropping the $5 super chat says, Pop, take some liposomal vitamin C to help with the cold. Yeah, Joseph, I need to take some high dose vitamin C. I take a multivitamin every day, you know, vitamin D, of course, all those kind of things. But yes, Joseph, I will definitely be doing so. Thank you so much, man. And for everybody else that's been just showing a lot of love and really just thank you. Now, Married with Crypto. As you guys could see, Scott is very bullish on Saitama Inu, and he's super excited for this project. But let's keep on reading. So here's the white paper. Welcome to Saitama Inu, a community-driven platform that promotes global financial well-being by empowering the youth to be in control of their money and create their own wealth opportunities. The opportunity. Young people inherited a broken world with multiple crises, if you will, that need to be resolved by their generation in order to become sustainable. They believe that taking control of their lives is the first step to make change. Okay, and also we got Luis Rodriguez. He says, "What's your take on Kishu Inu? Seems to be up and coming." Oh man, I've heard a lot about Kishu Inu. I actually never invested because I read through their white paper. I read through everything about them, looked into it as a potential opportunity, but I didn't really read much about it. So Luis, I know Scott Herman Fitness, for example, he's bullish. He has a big position in Shiba Inu, but for me, I have not yet. But let's go ahead and see. So, but to do that, it says they will need to understand how money works. And that is neither taught at home nor at school. 93% of Gen Z say that they feel confused or frustrated with the subject, or frustrated when the subject is finance. With debts to pay, lifetime goals and dreams to achieve, they must attain financial well-being and become comfortable with money and their economic status. So one thing I want to mention first and foremost, just reading the beginning of this white paper, that this probably, in terms of tokenomics, again, just based off what I'm reading at the very beginning, I don't know. It's going to probably be one of those things that can pump, but will also have a pretty significant dump. And that scares me. And that's why I don't think it might be the best token for me to discuss in too much depth, because I don't want to ever have that, you guys know the power of, unfortunately, the influential power of what YouTube can provide in terms of pump and dump schemes and that kind of thing. So I'm a big fan of pumps. I love the fact that, even Elon said it on the B-Word conference, pumping a coin or pumping anything is fantastic. But I hate dumps. I really do. And people are like, dude, are you pumping and dumping? For example, when I talked about, grapefruit? GRPFT. Did I ever dump it? No, I am still holding every single grapefruit after the news dropped. I know a lot of people were buying the rumor, selling the news. Absolutely not. And the nice thing is I can be transparent and show you guys my position size right here. Still sitting at 2,175,750,000 grapefruit tokens. Have not sold a single grapefruit. And when I do, of course, I'll announce it first before I even make the decision to sell. But that's how it works. And that's the same thing for Saitama. If I end up deciding to buy or not, same idea, is that I wouldn't be a fan of the entire dumping, right? Pump and hodl, exactly, right? Exactly what Steven said. Pump and hold is what I'm a huge fan of. Now, the opportunities. So they kind of talk about this whole Gen Z thing. Okay, that's not really, I don't know how I feel about that, because you could talk about like age discrimination. But let's keep reading. This is where Satoshi Inu comes in, providing content that teaches them how money works while they invest, opening opportunities for wealth creation. Our goal is to foster human connection through financial literacy, filling this gap in the crypto and financial market, and preparing the next generation of investors. And again, Mr. Bourne dropping the $3 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, hi. When the next reward, When next reward, I am on same timeline as you. Mr. Bone, it should be sometime, I think today. But I'm not quite sure exactly the time. So as soon as mine updates, I'll definitely give you guys an update on week 2, how we're doing in terms of ROI, return on our investment. Okay, so our goal is to foster human connection through financial literacy, filling this gap in the crypto and financial market, and preparing the next generation of investors. Cool. How it started. With the vision in mind, our creators launched Saitama Inu in May 2021. Okay, around the same time as DOGE. So let's go ahead and look at the all-time chart. So it looks like ever since they launched, there was really no momentum at all yet. Till more recently started pumping. A passionate community of believers soon started to take shape as the first investors and crypto enthusiasts joined together. However, due to reasons of force majeure, our creator had to depart to focus on his personal life, thus renouncing the ownership of the project and handing it over to the community. So again, similar to Shiba Inu, a community-driven cryptocurrency. Following this event, a group of committed individuals who found the goal valuable and impactful took over Saitama Inu and continued developing it into a platform that will change people's lives forever. Okay, so let's just keep on going and seeing. Okay, here's a little bit more. They have an ecosystem. So SaitaMask, a safe and smart wallet. Okay, they have a wallet. Saita Market, a marketplace where our community can use Saitama and other partner tokens to purchase goods and services. And Saita Maker, an NFT-based launch platform that will support users in our community to create, launch, and promote projects based on Saitama. Okay. And living in Dallas says I'm Gen X. I don't even know what Gen I am. I think I'm Gen Z. No, I'm not. I'm a millennial. That's its own thing, right? All right, Steven, you have a good night too, my brother. Take it easy. And I'll definitely check it out. And Married with Crypto says, Pop, they are currently building their financial mobile app. Just check on their Twitter page. They are working on some stuff, but just my 2 cents. I got you, man. So they have some media partnerships, the Saitama community, content creators, social media channels, educational partnerships. Token Dynamics, ERC20, we know about that. 2%, okay, we kind of talked about that already. So here's the roadmap. Now we can talk about the roadmap a little bit. Stage 1, token fair launch, 1,000 plus holders. This is such a, again, volatile and in its infancy. 2,000 Telegram members, CoinGecko listing, CoinMarketCap listing, and contract audit. Stage 2, they want to get to 6,000 holders, which they haven't reached yet. If we go over here, does it say the amount of 5,120 people have it on their watch list? Oh man. Let's see. How many holders? Anyone know? In the chat, let me know. How many holders for Saitama? Because we're going to continue reading through this. Stage 2. So I want to get to 6,000 holders. Marketing campaign, TikTok and Twitter awareness. 10,000 Telegram members. Merchant website. Integrations. 40,000 holders. Okay. Listing on small exchanges. Press interviews. So the fact that they created a white paper is pretty exciting. Wow. So this is like very, very new. Oh man, we got Kandeja, the SHIB bone collector, dropping a 20. Oh, and I killed Mufasa. Oh, you man. Do we have Scar? Heard of the token called FEG? Feed every gorilla. I have heard of FEG, but I have never invested. I actually did see it quite some time ago, Mufasa. So yeah, man. Again, appreciate the $2 super chat, but not invested in FEG. Have heard of it. I think it's pretty unique, especially with the whole ape movement. But again, not currently investing in it at all. And Shiba Bone Collector, aka Kandeja, says the liquidity event is over. But for those who don't understand, a $1,000 investment in the pair, which again is the Bone Ethereum pair, earns 3 bones a day. 510 bones by 111.22, $5,000, 5x that amount. At 100 a day, I'll earn 17,000 bones in 170 days. That's free money. That's absolutely phenomenal. Really, Kandeja. Thank you for just continuing to build awareness about the fact that these liquidity pairs, especially, and again, this is disregarding appreciation value. As these tokens also appreciate, we're going to see some substantial gains and ROI with that too. So, Kandeja, I am really excited to see the kind of gains you'll have by January of next year. Really, really excited to see where we'll be. Now, so again, a few milestones. Someone said 6,000 holders per the chat is where we're currently at. So kind of entering into the stage 2. So they don't have a website yet. Let's keep going. Why we love the project. So Saitama is just for young investors. This is the kind of thing that I was talking about because it's talked about Gen Z. So Saitama Inu, of course not. It's actually quite the opposite. Saitama Inu is an opportunity for anyone to invest in a better future, connecting cultures and races across continents to blockchain innovation. Parents can invest to educate and prepare their children. Teachers can use Saitama Inu platform to add value to their classes. Investors and crypto enthusiasts of all ages concerned with long tail impact of their investments and also looking for passive income will find it with Saitama Inu. Here's why I believe in our mission of transforming the world by bringing financial well-being to the youth. Gen Z will soon have the biggest power of purchasing in history. Fact. They are pragmatic and financially minded, but they miss financial education. Also a fact. Only 10% feel confident managing their finances and 76% are interested in learning about it. Okay. Most of their lives will be spent in the world changed forever by DeFi, decentralized finance. Personally, I think that is also a fact. Their digitally native lifestyle has given them a step up in using technology, which means that they can adopt cryptocurrencies at a faster rate than other generations. Agreed. Oh man, my nose is not stopping this run, but 23% more people are using peer-to-peer payments than prior to the pandemics, and Gen Zers are the ones driving this. Okay? They are community builders and natural-born communicators, advocating for their ideas that they trust. Empowering the youth to take control of their lives is a long-term investment in the future of our planet. Okay, so this seems pretty, I mean, I really like their vision, and I really like what they want to do. One sec here, let me actually mute so you guys don't hear me blow my nose because it's obnoxious. Okay. Empowering the youth to take control of their lives is a long-term investment in the future. Oh man. Shiba Inu is currently available on Uniswap, and of course it could also be utilized. You could also swap it on, what is that? Coinbase wallet, or not Coinbase wallet, Shiba Swap. Sorry. A little bit of brain fog there. Oh man. Okay, let's keep going. Inspiration behind the brand. So this kind of is going to talk about the whole thing with Japan and kind of similar to Shiba Inu. Join our community. They have a Telegram. Let's see. A little bit of sneeze. Okay. So someone said that their developers are doxxed. So they also have a Twitter, right? Shiba Inu. Which one is actually them? Okay, I'm guessing this is the right one. Let's go ahead and follow. Gotta blow one more time. One more time. Okay, Married with Crypto says at the bottom of their page. Oh, here they are. So they are doxxed. They have a doxxed leadership team. Saitama is a community-owned token that has been go from day one. Though the Saitama, okay, wait. Although we are all Saitama, these individuals below have stepped up to help lead the pack. Interesting. It's always good to see that, you know, when I see doxxed individuals, it usually is a little bit more reassuring. I know that's not the case for Shiba Inu, which again is their own, that was by their own choice. And again, Satoshi even said, one day my identity will be doxxed when it's time. So I guess here they are. We have Aaron, Russell, Max, Gabriel, Nam, and Manpreet. Okay, wish they had LinkedIn's or something. Let's go ahead and check out their Twitters. Oh, it's just gonna redirect us directly to the website, huh? Sorry, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing skeptical, but the truth is here. This is the all in all, basically. If you want to invest into something like this, know that it's going to come with high risk. Know that it's going to come with potentially, you know, ridiculous reward, and you're going to be one of the very early investors. Is it going to pick up the traction similar to Shiba Inu or other big cryptos? In my opinion, possibly, but the probability is not very high for the time being. But hey, anything is possible. So if you have money laying around, or if you have, you know, again, money that fun money, if you will, like just like you would go with to Las Vegas, right? Same idea there. That's what you got to do. And someone said, Samuel said, I feel you are getting paid to pump Saitama Inu, dude. Samuel, I'm literally telling everyone that I'm not buying this token. So, you know, you can have your own opinion there, but if I was getting paid, I'd be like, everybody, you should buy. That's not what I'm saying, man. I'm not saying at all. Look at me. I'm not even buying. I'm very hesitant. So, yeah, that's all I had for you guys, man. Really, I think that's my 2 cents. High risk, but tomorrow this thing can go up 10x, 100x, who knows. So that's enough of that. Let's go back and talk about Shiba Inu, and let's see where we're headed. So let's see how well Doge is pumping after the Elon tweet. So a slight pump, not as substantial as I thought, but a slight pump. So for Shiba Inu, really right now, just kind of trading sideways for the most part, awaiting that next catalyst. Just awaiting that next catalyst. chat is lively. Crypto talk. No, let's be nice. Again, people, this is the big thing is if, I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave that one aside for now. So Shiba Inu trading pretty much sideways. Awaiting the rewards, of course, from the swap. And wow, we have 600 people in the chat right now. You guys are insane. So if you guys haven't already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can get this stream out to more people. The more people that are here, the more people are aware. And living with Dallas, Texas, do your thing, Pop. Don't worry about that. Yeah, man, I definitely got you. And of course, for everybody that really wants me to continue to look, I'll be doing more research. I'll do more research about Saitama, and I'll give you guys my input for sure, my final input. And whether or not I'll dedicate a full video to it, again, we could do something similar to what we did with Grapefruit. I'll send out a community poll on the YouTube, and you guys can decide. But again, it could be a fun play. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit. But this is good. I'm actually sweating, so I think that's always a good sign, especially if you're feverish or, you know, kind of under the weather. Not a bad thing. So let's see. Where are we at? So for those who are wondering, you know, or those of you that are new to the stream right now, one sec, I think I need a sneeze. Oh man. All right. And Mary with Crypto says, Pop and I are going to create our own social token along with Chad. I would love to. Scott, if we need to talk about that, because I think that would be fun. That would be very fun if we could create maybe our own cryptocurrency. The SHIBARMY just create something. That'd be fun. Something unique. But who knows where that would go. So yeah, for people who are asking about rewards for tonight, Eric, one of the YouTube, or excuse me, the Discord admins did mention here. So depending on the volume and the data of the week, the process might vary in minutes to hours weekly in terms of the rewards. So people are wondering when rewards. It's not the same amount of data to work with every week, and the process can take different times. That's why the rewards are sent weekly and not every Saturday at X hour. Hope that makes sense. So right now a lot of us are waiting to get our barrier rewards. So if I quickly check here, still haven't received mine. Doesn't look like. So yeah, just a waiting game. All right, Scott, let's talk, man. We'll definitely talk about it. Married with Crypto. And side note, for anybody that's in the chat right now, if you guys don't know, because you guys probably are wondering who's the Scott guy that your Pop keeps talking about throughout the night. Scott is married with Crypto. He also he's very focused on Shiba Inu, very new to the YouTube space, but the man has seen a lot of success because a lot of us ask the question, when Lambo? And Scott can tell you when Lambo, because him and his crypto investments and other things that he's done in his life have allowed him to actually buy a Lamborghini, which I think that's what makes him unique and sets him apart from a lot of individuals. But aside from that, he does a lot of giveaways on his channel too. And I actually won a giveaway. Believe it or not, watch the video. He uses a random number generator. And again, really a big shout out to Scott for creating such a fantastic channel. And he supports this channel a lot. So let me make sure I post his channel here. Married with Crypto. If you guys haven't already, I know a lot of you have from the Europop channel, and I really appreciate everyone that's supporting him because he supports me a lot, and we have some big things that we're going to work on together. But make sure you guys go over, subscribe to his channel. We need to get him to 1,000 subs. This man needs to get to 1,000 subscribers. We want to see that. We want to see the SHIB Army continue to help other SHIB Army members succeed, and he is part of the army. And really, he makes some phenomenal content and very bullish, very big on Shiba Inu. So make sure you guys go ahead, tune into the channel, like his most recent video. I haven't even done that. Not going to watch it, just going to like it. We'll watch it later tonight. Love watching his content. And I'm going to say, love your content, Mr. Scott. Got to show him support, man. All right. And going back, we talked a little bit about it, by the way, and that was the fear index. I wanna touch on that a little bit more because I feel like I didn't give it justice. So, Invaka just subscribed to Married with Crypto. Let's go. Congrats, Married with Crypto. Yeah, he's fantastic. Really, he is. I need to blow my nose. I'm gonna mute again, and we're gonna talk about this fear index real quick. Ilyas, we got Ilyas in the chat. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you doing, my brother? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're about to talk about the fear index as of today. Oh man, I'm struggling. I'm gonna try my best, guys, to keep the stream going, but whew, it's hard. It's hard when you have congestion. No, I did not. I do not have the virus. I got tested this morning. 8 a.m. this morning, I got tested and it came back negative. I should have probably taken a picture. It was pretty cool because at work we do rapid testing, antigen testing. So, yeah. But no virus. I tested negative. But anywho, if we look at the fear and greed index, this I think is something that each and every one of you guys that is viewing right now, that's on the stream, make sure you guys are focused on the fear and greed index. Because really, going back to the quote that I think should be literally all over the place, plastered on every single YouTube channel, on Twitter, on any type of social media platform, or anywhere that people are just going to look for any type of, financial related advice for anything. Again, not a financial advisor, so I don't want to call it advice, just financial education or information. That's more like it. What you need to realize is when there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in any market, I'm talking stocks, I'm talking cryptocurrency, anything, real estate, when there's FUD, when there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt on where things are going, and we see things like a sell-off or, again, just that fear and uncertainty, that's when you and I, as retail investors, as folks that are looking to buy something for the long term, that's when we need to jump in. That's the time to get in, is when people are fear. When people are fearful, we get greedy. But when people are greedy, if we saw this index on the other side, right where it was way back when, this was, I'm talking, when was that? Q1, during the insane bull run for the overall market. I'm talking stocks and crypto. This was back in, real quick here, pretty much the start of, I would say right around the start of basically November, and then even January 28th through May, that bull run. People were getting very greedy. And if you guys saw the graph back then, we could probably scroll back and see. Let's just look at history. Let's go back. July. Oh man, let's see. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. Actually, no, it won't. We're in June 13th. Let's keep going back. See, look at the fear index with the sell-off right here, May 12th. Notice we were in greed. And this is why I say you guys need to pay attention to this and why I think that it's actually extremely important. Pay attention. May 12th, 2021. Market was getting very, very greedy. There was not much fear. And keep scrolling back. Extreme greed, May 10th. Look at this. May 8th, lots of greed, 73. So if we notice that when the market is greedy and things are literally just going out of hand and flying up, that's when we need to start getting scared. Smart investors start getting fear. And I'm talking, not just fear, but fearful in terms of, hey, maybe I should be a little bit more hesitant. Maybe I should be a little bit more cautious. Maybe I should protect some of my wealth and my gains. Lately, there's a lot of fear. Let's scroll all the way back up. Right here. Lately, we've been, again, under extreme fear conditions. That's when the investors who are smart get in. This is when the whales start investing. And right now, although the market has been pulling back up and it's looking pretty dang good when we look at the overall crypto market, Bitcoin approaching 35,000. right? Going up steadily, $1,500 to $2,000 each and every day. Like it's been on a very decent run from the sell-off that we saw over the last 7 days. Look at this. From its bottom on July 20th, 5 days now, it's just been going 29K, 30K, 31K, 32. But again, there's still a lot of fear in the market. So with that being said, as we start seeing the bulls come out, we're going to see that fear index start to progress towards more of a neutral stand and towards the greed index, or the greed side, which then we're going to start seeing the price skyrocket because people will start getting greedy. New individuals will start getting into the crypto market and the bulls will start coming out. That's what we got to focus on. And Ricky Bobby dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, are weekly rewards delayed? Where can I message you about a few YouTube channel questions I have? Ricky, feel free to click the link in the description for Discord. So you can message me on Discord, or you can also message me over at Twitter. Either way would work, man. Either way would work just fine. So again, right now the market's still under fear. So for me, it's really potentially a really good time to continue to buy in. Although the market is in the green, that does not mean the greed has started. Remember that. Don't get that confused. And let's see here. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure we touched on that today, because in previous videos I haven't, but really there's still a lot of extreme fear in the market, which is good news because there's a lot of bullish catalysts on the way, especially for SHIB. You know, just if we look at strictly the exchange listings that are up and coming, that's going to be pretty dang exciting, right? We're anticipating that Shiba Inu is going to be listed on eToro on Monday, which is going to be a huge catalyst. That's going to give us probably, I'm guessing, double-digit green day at the very minimum, 13% probably, and then followed by a Coinbase listing. Man, oh man, sky's the limit from there. Not even, sky's only the beginning. So let's see what happens. And then Ricky Bobby, yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm still waiting too. At any moment now, we could see the rewards drop from the swap, but as the developers mentioned on Twitter, if you guys didn't see that, as they said, it might vary from time to X hour, because they said about a week, right? So it's all approximation. So if we go back and look, who's this guy? Awesome. That is great. Congratulations to Mr. Darnell Horn, one of the supporters of the channel. Anywho, Eric M sent this out earlier, so this is I know I've done this a few times, but you guys saw the SHIB Informer tweeted out and said the process has started, but distribution takes time in terms of getting our rewards, the weekly rewards from burying. In general, and for a while, I think there won't be a fixed time for it to start or finish. Instead, you should consider the process will start during the weekend, which right now we're well into the weekend. So at any moment, we could probably expect. We should expect the rewards between now and probably end of day tomorrow. So, and Eric said it perfectly on the Discord. He said, depending on the volume and the data of the week, the process might vary in minutes to hours every week. So we shouldn't expect your rewards to happen at 7-day intervals exactly to the minute. Rather, there might be some lag, within at least a few hours. So again, same amount of work. It's not the same amount of data to work with every week, and the process can take different times. That's why the rewards are sent weekly and not every Saturday at this time. I hope that makes sense. So I think that is pretty clear for all of us, and I think we have a pretty good understanding. Oh man, I'm gonna mute for a second so I can blow my nose, folks. There we go. All right. How is Doge now? It's just chilling at 19.8 cents, looks like. Let's look at that chat. Oh, we got Invest with a Purpose in the chat. How are you doing, my man? I make videos on Bone and Shiba Inu. The man, the myth, the legend. Let's see. How do you buy Bone? Jake Smith, how do you buy Bone? It's very easy, my man. Shiba Swap. Go on shibaswap.com. Swap tokens. You could take your Ethereum and swap them for Bone. You could take your SHIB, swap it for Bone, and you just got to type BONE right there. And you could just swap directly. You could take whatever token you want, either Ethereum, just make sure it's connected to your wallet. It could be SHIB. Whatever it is that you want to swap for Bone, you can swap directly there. So there it is. Invest with a person. I'm doing good, man. Just a little sick, you know, recovering from this bad cold. Got tested for, you know, the Rona, but thankfully came back negative. But still kind of feeling under the weather. So yeah, man. But got to come on to stream. It's been a little while since I've streamed, so I decided to come on tonight and say what's up to the family. And we got Raju dropping the $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Raju. Appreciate your support, my man. When in doubt, pounce it out. Elias says, when in doubt, pounce it out. I like that. Jake Smith says, do you guys think SHIB will hit 1 cent? You know my opinion. What only time will tell. But really, I have big expectations for this cryptocurrency and this project. I'm not talking just a 2x, 3x. No, I'm talking, you know, a 10x, a 50x, a 100x. A 1000x. It's just going to take time for us to see these numbers, but I am truly, truly bullish, right? 100%. Love the potential, love the community, and yeah, man, really, really excited. Absolutely, invest with a purpose. We definitely will, my man. We got to do it. The dynamic duo, as people are calling us. Angie says, I nearly lost my money to scammers. Please be careful. Please be careful. Hutia says, Pop, I had the same cold you have. Garlic in your nose for 15 minutes will do wonders. Garlic. Ooh, man. Garlic, huh? Yeah, I took medicine. Trust me, I did a lot, but I need to do some more homeopathic things for sure. More natural approaches. I did like vinegar gargle, which took away the sore throat almost immediately. No more sore throat. No cough. It's just runny nose. Headache, yeah, man, oh man. Gonna mute for a second again, guys. I feel like I look like a mess, but what's family there for, right? Would you say we should be prioritizing Bone due to scarcity? Just your opinion. Didn't swap SHIB for Bone, add it to liquidity. Would you say you should prioritize Bone due to scarcity? So Craig asks a pretty good question. Honestly, Craig, I just believe in diversifying in the ecosystem because I can't tell you whether to do this or do that. But for me, it's like, you know, I'm diversified. I have some leash, I got some Bone, and I got some SHIB. But I feel like, again, it might even be better I want to start increasing my position size in Bone because I think it has, for the short term, I think it has the most potential for price action wise. But we'll only see. Only time will really tell us. I see a lot of catalysts for Bone coming, and they might even involve some Shiba use. Yeah, no, for sure. I totally agree there. And guys, we have nearly 600 people in the chat right now, 352 likes on the video. If you guys haven't already, smash that like button. Let's get this out to more people, because the more people that are aware about the SHIB community and the SHIB army, the better. It's amazing how many people got into Shiba Inu by stumbling upon this channel. I was surprised, but very, very excited to see, you know, when people send me those kind of messages, it's pretty reassuring. It's like, wow. Not only is the SHIB army viewing, but we also have people that are just getting started in the cryptocurrency space or investing into the space that are, you know, getting the exposure through YouTube, which is just insane to me, but phenomenal. all at the same time. Let's see. Not as a pair, Anthony. I don't think it's a pair. Let's check though. I don't think so, at least. Huh. Ian Fox, Pop, you're the moral compass of the entire SHIB army. We love you, brother. Ian, man, much love. Thank you so much for the kind words. All night tonight, you've just been too kind. Invest with a Purpose says, I've been making videos on Bone and how it has been for me with the liquidity. But it seems like people feel like it's Bone versus SHIB, but really they are together. Pop, what's your thought? Invest with a Purpose, I agree, man. I agree. It's all the same ecosystem. It's not this versus that. It's not a competition. It's diversifying across the ecosystem, in my opinion, right? If you're buying into Leash, if you're buying into Bone, if you're buying into SHIB, you're buying into the ecosystem because you believe in the development team, you believe in this project. And again, Bone is the governance token. That gives you a voice within the ecosystem. SHIB is the face of the ecosystem, right? But they all have their own utility. They all have trading pairs. They all can be buried. They all have, again, the same, basically, nearly the same basic utility. But again, SHIB will always be the initial face. But Leash and Bone, over time, I think are going to also follow in suit. If SHIB does well, the entire ecosystem does well. So there's my 2 cents. And yeah. Shry, I can't even say the first name, but Gupta says, hey Pop, your views on Polygon. I haven't invested, to be honest, I haven't done my due diligence on Polygon. I know it's up there now. Where is it? It's ranked top 10 cryptocurrencies. So that means a lot by itself, right? It has a pretty big, backing based off its market cap. But to be honest, I haven't done my research on it. I know there's a lot of people. Polkadot or Polygon? Sorry, that's Polkadot. Polygon, my bad. Polygon, here we go. Top 20 cryptocurrency, still pretty big, sitting at 94 cents. I haven't really looked at the chart much, but both Polkadot and Polygon, just side note, I've heard good things about. So looks like Polygon though, all-time highs, similar. Looks like a decent sell-off since its all-time highs, but recently it's been kind of picking back up. Lots of consolidation. Been kind of running sideways. And Raju TMG dropping the $5 super chat. Hey Shiba Army, I have 3 billion Shiba Inu. I was wondering if it's okay to hold for the long term. Raju, man, again, the Shiba Army can give you an answer. I can give you an answer. But you got to make your own decisions at the end of the day. Remember that. Always remember that no one can give you financial advice. But you could either hold it for the long term and see where it goes. You can follow kind of what I'm doing, whatever you want to do. But for me, I'm holding long term, my brother. And congratulations on having such a big position. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And yeah, people are asking about VeChain and a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So guys, lately for me, not even lately, for the last few months, my channel has been so focused on Shiba Inu, and I think I've just become like one of those just solely, and I know people are like, dude, why don't you diversify, or why don't you look at different cryptocurrencies across? But honestly, for me, I'm focused on the thing that I truly believe in. But, you know, if you guys want to start talking about other cryptos, like I am more than willing to cover cryptocurrencies that are great projects, that have great backing, that have big potential on the channel too. Because for me, cryptocurrency has become a lot more enjoyable to talk about than stocks. Because the stock market, I don't know. After all the things that happened Q1 2021, with all the issues with the stock brokerages, the different brokerages, and the issues with the Robinhood stuff, it really kind of just was like, man, the manipulation, it bothered me a lot. It really just like gave me this bad gut feeling where I was like, you know, why am I putting my money into a vehicle? Yes, I'm still invested and I kept a lot of my initial investments in the stock market. But after that, it's kind of been like, I want to focus on something else, something that's more, you know, not so centrally controlled, something that's more decentralized, something that's more, again, that has a bigger community backing, a bigger network. And that's what I've developed with this here. That's what I truly, truly, you know, get out of this one here. Let me mute for a second so I can blow my nose. There it is. Nose, quick nose blow and mute. Man, oh man. So yeah, I can definitely do more research. But see, and I know people are telling me, stick with SHIB. We all love SHIB. Look at other cryptos. So we can maybe do like once a week where we talk about a new cryptocurrency. But Shiba Inu will always be kind of my focus. You know, at least for the time being. Because it just has so many catalysts and so many exciting things on the way. So really, to the SHIB army, I'll hopefully never let you guys down, man. Always gonna be with you guys. Invest with a purpose. Mind if I hop on stream and talk about my strategy? Absolutely. People love having you on, man. No worries. And you could give me a little break from talking too, because, man, hate being sick. Hate being sick. Let's have you come on, man. I'll bring my screen down here so you guys can hear. Let's do that. And real quick before, nose blow mute. Hashtag nose blow mute. The purpose on so he can explain why he got fully out of SHIB to bone. Yeah. You didn't mute. We heard you blow your nose. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That's gross. I'm so sorry. For sure. Let me pull up Discord and have him come on real quick, guys. You guys can hear perspective from Invest with a Purpose. But real quick, because I haven't talked about it throughout the day today, actually. I was trying to put you guys on. You guys know that. And I'm guessing most of you can guess what it is. But there's only 6 days left. I want to make sure if you have not done it yet to get your 2 free stocks with WEBULL. I'm sorry if it's getting old. For those of you who already deposited, I'm happy that you did, and I'm really glad that you got your 2 free stocks. But if you haven't, click the link in the description below to get your 2 free stocks when you deposit $5 into your WEBULL brokerage account. Gonna open up Discord to let Invest with a Purpose in to give his perspective, and he can tell you guys kind of what his gameplay was and strategy. So let's go ahead and get him in real quick. You are hilarious. Let's go WEBULL. Yeah, I love WEBULL. WEBULL is the only reason I actually stuck with the stock market. It's because of this brokerage. The transparency that they have and everything about them. Much love. Someone says sending thoughts to you, Angie. All right, let me give him a call quick. Testing 1 2.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Should I put on the face cam?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
You have that set up?
Yeah, I think we should be able to.
Okay.
Because we just got to click the whole pop-out thing. All right.
Yep.
Man, you and the beautiful lighting all the time. All right, let's see. Pop out. If we do this. Yep, I think you're in.
Okay, perfect.
Just like that. Dude, that was very smooth.
What?
And,
how you did it?
No, just how, because you're the one who helped set all this up, by the way. So
Yeah.
And also, side note, real quick, invest with. So I got I ordered the lighting package because you guys know I've been obsessing over his lighting, and I have one light up so far, but I'm looking to set up some of the others. And you know, you and I could talk about that later. But big shout out to Invest with a Purpose. If you guys don't know who he is, real quick, we're gonna pull up his channel on YouTube for everybody. You guys know, I've had him on before. Big energy. He's approaching that 10,000 subscriber mark.
Yeah,
that's
getting close.
Big milestone. So let me make sure we
seriously.
put that in the chat here for everybody.
I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man. It's my pleasure. Let's see.
Yeah, it's been a minute since the last one.
It has been, man. How have you been? How's everything? I saw your video, man.
Yeah. So it's been some stuff. I feel like it's almost something that's like a hot take at this point now. Like I thought that people would like it more than what they did, but I definitely want. I've been wanting to do this, and maybe we can have even a different stream or something else. Like I said, we've talked about doing some scheduled stuff, but we haven't gotten a chance to do that. I know you have family, and now you're sick, so
Yeah, yeah,
um,
man. But
but if we can get some scheduled stuff, that would be cool. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the strategy and basically see your point of view with it too. Because a lot of people, like I said, have kind of felt like it's one or the other. Like if you're not in on if you're not in on SHIB, then whatever. But as far as like liquidity, and you saw some of my numbers as well. And I don't know if you got to watch the whole video, but I showed like my profits and stuff like that on it.
oh yeah,
So um for me, and you did some liquidity during the liquidity event as well, right?
I did a SHIB Ethereum bone Ethereum pair into the liquidity
Right.
pool.
So I had the same one. So I told them basically my strategy behind that and how I ended up getting so much LP. And then also when your brother was on here, Rigor Mortis, and he was like, dang, there's so much LP that I have, and he was happy. He was like, or like surprised, I guess, on how much LP, and then he knew like that's a pretty good amount of LP, where I was being able to generate like 20 bone an hour, or like over 20 bone an hour, where I'm making almost 500 bone per day. And so it
Crazy.
was something where I was able to generate a whole bunch of money. And so I shared that with people, and I even said like, this is no FUD, this is nothing against Shiba Inu or anything. It was just that I saw an opportunity within the liquidity pools to where I wanted to invest as much money as possible. So therefore I had like a little over 10,000 invested in Shiba Inu. So then I pulled out of that, and then I put that into liquidity pools and added some more of like side money or savings, whatever you want to call it, into that as well. And then I was able to make as much. So I had like 20,000 total invested in it, and I was able to generate a whole bunch of income. And so for a lot of people, when they watch that video, they're like, "Oh, he's got paper hands. He's gonna sell off the whole market, blah blah blah." And like, little do they know, like, first of all, I did it like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks now, and then, so it didn't have any effect on the market.
Right.
It's $10,000. Like, what is $10,000 gonna do to a market cap of 2.5 billion? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
so and like I said, no shade against a good Shiba Inu. However, like you said, I think short term we're gonna see huge growth within Bone. I'm saying like 30, 40, 50x. However, Shiba Inu can reach numbers that Bone will never, as far as like percentage wise, Bone could never compete with. So long term, absolutely. So, but what I wanted to do was put as much money into liquidity as possible, and then set it up for the future so that I could have more money to invest in Shiba Inu later. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even from what I've made right now, I'm like even in profit because Bone has gone up in value. So now my value of my liquidity pool and how much I invested is about the same. So now everything I made on top of that, which is like $9,000 worth of Bone, is all profit. So now I have
Wow.
$9,000 worth of Bone that will later be worth a lot more because the price of Bone will go up, obviously. Um,
Right.
6 months from now, when I'm able to sell most of it, it's like it's a no-brainer for me, because then at that point, 6 months from now, I'll be able to buy so much sheep, so much. It's not even funny. And I don't think that Shiba Inu is gonna blow up to 1 cent within the next 6 months. So I'm not worried about necessarily missing out on the overall growth of it, because I also know that if SHIB grows, being that it's like not one of the main token of the ecosystem, that Bone is also going to grow. So just like why you're diversified in everything, you're going to get a piece of everything, because everything's going to grow at the same time, or relatively at the same time.
I see what you're saying. I mean, that's the thing. I think that's a very sensible strategy. Like the way you've kind
Right.
of you've thought it through,
Yeah,
and you're realizing what's already working for me. Why deviate from what's working when I know it's working, right?
I guess. Yeah, and I guess also it was mostly because of the liquidity event. Like that really was a huge, huge part of it. If I wasn't making 10 times every hour, if I wasn't making 20 bone per hour, it wouldn't have been a point, or I don't think it would have been a focus of mine to take out. And here's the other thing. I didn't tell anybody to do this. I didn't say anything. I just said, this is what I did. This is how much money I made. I plan on buying back on SHIB later. And it was just like, man, like I don't know, it just wasn't taken very well. I'm not sure why though.
Yeah. So
It just set me up to have more money to buy in the future.
hmm And currently, so what do you currently have? I recall, but what do you currently have invested in the ecosystem?
Total in the ecosystem,
If
26,000.
and that's Bone Ethereum for
Bone
the
ETH.
most. Bone ETH,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
All of it. Wow.
As of right now, but that's only because the liquidity event. So now after the liquidity event has died down, I want to rediversify into the other stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. It's hard. So, because I've been doing this whole YouTube thing for a while now, in terms of
Sure.
like stocks, and the reason.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. Yeah,
so
no, your grind has been serious.
yeah. So initially, like the first thing that I talked about, and a lot of people have been following me on the channel, was a stock that was because again, being a pharmacist and coming with a healthcare background, I was focused on healthcare stocks. And thankfully, quarter one 2021, healthcare stocks were on fire across. There were, Reddit had a big impact on that as well because of, the meme mania, if you will. And then people were
Sure.
like, let's figure out, there's a lot of pharmaceutical companies that have really low market caps with pretty big drugs on their pipeline or pretty big biotech on their pipeline that seem like they could change the world. One of those
Sure.
is a pet diagnostic company, Zomedica. So
Okay.
I talked
I'm
about.
actually familiar with them now.
Are you?
Hmm.
Okay, so I talked about Zomedica a lot, and I literally went from about 2,000 subscribers to about 15,000 subscribers in the span of, I think it was 3 days or 4 days. Like it was
Wow.
ridiculous because people are like, "This is the Zomedica guy. He's a pharmacist. He knows how to talk. I mean, he knows about this." And literally, we went from 49 cents per stock to $2.50 by the end of really just talking about it. 500% gain. So people were like,
Wow.
man, all you're doing is this. I set a trailing stop loss, which is something you could do on the stock market, right?
Right.
My position sold out, and I remember how much hate I received on the channel. And I told them,
That's crazy.
guys, I literally told every single person on the channel before I did it that I'm going to set a trailing stop loss because right now everything is overbought. And I'm going to buy back in. And I did. I bought, again, a few thousand more shares because guess what? At $2.50, it came right back down to about $1. Right now it's about 70 cents. So it kept falling.
Oh, wow.
Falling. Yeah, and I bought back in. People are like, no, it's not the same. And I think that's the thing is a lot of new retail investors are entering into the space. And a lot of
That's
people
true.
and a lot of these individuals, consider someone paper hands if they're securing profits or
Right.
reallocating
Reallocating funds. Yeah.
funds. So again, it's going to come with it at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But
Oh, absolutely.
but understand that, over time, I think that really, I don't know. It's just it's gonna take some time for people to realize what you're doing, and
Right.
when you do end up buying back in, they're gonna say, "Oh, I guess I mean, it makes sense."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
hard.
guess my thing was like it's the same ecosystem. Like you mentioned earlier too. Like at the end of the day, if one thing's doing good, the rest will be doing good as well. It's not like it's a whole bunch. There's only 3 tokens. So if one of those 3 tokens is doing well, that just brings more attention to Shiba Swap. Because at the end of the day, especially with Bone and Shiba Inu, because if Shiba Inu is doing good and then you look into Shiba Inu, you're gonna find Shiba Swap. If Bone is doing good, it's doing amazing, and then people see how great it is and they want to be a part of it, they have to get it through Shiba Swap right now. And then if people, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's gonna bring more attention and it's good for Shiba Inu, and just the overall ecosystem. I feel like, and some people also said that they felt like, and I'm just trying to, like you said, like you've been in this for a minute, and so for me, I haven't been in it for too long. I try to cater to the community as much as possible without like losing myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make people happy. I want to be one for the community, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we got to do what's best for us. You know what I mean? And I try to be as transparent as possible. Some people felt like I was leading on, but even like if you take a look at like my videos, ever since, and I never said it. I didn't say what I was doing because when I put it all in on liquidity, I didn't want to tell people, hey, I just put it on liquidity, because when we say stuff, generally people follow.
Right.
Whether we even when we tell them, hey, we're not financial advisors, you got to make your own decisions, you got to do your due diligence yourself, blah blah blah, and then they still end up. At least for me, I feel like that. I feel like you've said that before as well, even without doing it on purpose. So when I first got into liquidity, I didn't want to say, hey guys, I'm all in on liquidity, and then everybody go all in on liquidity, and then it end up flopping or something. You know what I mean? Or not being a good move. So then after I've made my profits and I've seen what I've done, then I decided to share it. So I don't know. I feel like it's hard, especially with social media. Like you can't please everybody, and then there's so many people for you to please, especially like the more fans that you get.
right?
Especially for you, I'm sure you can understand that because you have 60,000 and you have a ton of people that are always watching you. So
Oh man, trust me.
it's tough.
There with all like, thankfully, I've seen a lot of hate around different financial channels and other YouTube channels,
Sure,
but
sure.
really, it's just compared to what I've seen. Mine, thankfully, is not a fraction, of that. But regardless, it will come because people will call you. It's like, dude, you're pumping a coin that's literally worthless. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're gonna hear the naysayers coming over and over and over. And Kandeja, I see you. Just give me 1 second. That's just thank you so much for the super chat. My goodness. But regardless, man, it's gonna come with it. It comes with the increase in following and that kind of thing. But also understand that, really, you can't let it get to you. And I'm telling you right now, from the video that you made, selling your WEBULL SHIB token, right? Because that was a title. Let me just go ahead and pull it up on the stream here. It was something along the lines right here. Why I sold over 1 billion Shiba Inu tokens. I'm telling you right now, when people saw that, they clicked it and probably just hit dislike, put a comment, and left. They didn't watch a single second of it.
100%.
So
no, you're probably right.
Exactly. So really, you can't let these kind of things get to your head, and understand that those days will happen. Like I've had a lot of these hate comments, if you will, but don't let them gravitate. I mean, don't let them get to you, and really just shake them off. It's easier said than done, because our eyes, trust me, your eyes will literally go right to the negative comments when there's like 100 positive.
So many good ones.
So many good ones, but then the bad ones are the ones that linger, and the trolls, they know the power. They know the power of trolling.
True, that's true. I guess especially when you're trying to like be the best, and I know that you have that same integrity. I can already tell. Like we've had a few conversations. I can already tell we have a very similar level of integrity and just like how we go about things. I feel like
Sure.
that same grind as well, because you post every day, I post every day, you're streaming every day. I've been trying to stream more ever since we did that one stream. People are loving it, so thank you for that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
just I mean, I just feel like it's hard when you see someone critique you. You want to do good. Like,
Right.
I don't know, I don't have a problem with criticism or people like trying to tell me, hey, this might be good for you, or this is a good pointer, or whatever. I have no problem with that. So then when I see people critique, some people don't do it in a very constructive way though. So I guess I get what you're saying with that too, for sure.
Absolutely. No, absolutely, man. And real quick, so right here, Kandeja Foods coming in, the ship bone collector, changed her name. Her name. I keep saying her. I'm so sorry, man, but Kandeja, the AH ending, always gets to me. The SHIB bone collector, aka Kandeja Foods, dropping the $100 super chat. Kandeja says, thank you so much for your support, by the way. I agree with everything Invest with a Purpose just said, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm up to 203 bone Ethereum liquidity pool tokens, earning 100.
What?
Yeah, no, this Kandeja is extremely bullish on that liquidity pair. And Kandeja actually gave perspective on the expectation by January 11th, 2021, in terms of position on, I think it was like, I think it was over 17,000 bone or something ridiculous.
I'm watching. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So earning 100 bones a day and hopefully 17,100 bones by 1/11/2022. With my investment, I would be over 30,000 bones. It's a no-brainer. So look at that. Like, and
Seriously, man. Like, and I'm the same way. I feel that because, like you said, dude, there's so much potential for bone. I think we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a bone stream, like to bring the families together, because I feel like it's a little bit divided right now. It's like SHIB or die. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had if we had like a bone SHIB leash, like a whole ecosystem live stream, I think that would be cool to go over each part, not just Shiba Inu.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
I think that is very true. And then I skipped a couple super chats. So Harley said, enjoying watching while eating breakfast right now. It's 10:30 p.m. Breakfast at 10:30. Harley, crazy. Oh man.
That was lunch.
Yeah, I know, right? And then Mr. Bone with a $3 super chat with a thumbs up. Thank you so much for the support. But Kandeja, really, that's like, imagine a bone gets to $50 at 30,000 bones by 1/11/2022. Just say $50. Like, Kandeja's potentially retiring right then and there.
He's got extra. He's got like 2 times as much as me, because he has 2 times as much as liquidity as me. He's got how much LP? I think he said
203 LP.
203. So I have 110. So he's got double mine. So mine would be around 15,000 bone if I keep it the whole time.
Wow.
It would be something like that. But also, condition. I'm not sure if you have or not, but I think it'll be less than that because we have to calculate the fact that it's going to go down from bone minted per block. So right now it's 100, but it's going to be going down every single month by like 10. It's pretty steep. It's pretty steep. So then at the end we'll have 20 bone minted per block. So then we're only going to be getting like, you'll be getting 1 bone per hour, which is 24 bone per day, rather than what you're getting right now being 100. So it's a lot to think about for sure. It's a lot to think about for sure.
So does that, can you explain that for a second? Because I think I don't have, my head is not wrapped around out. Say that one more time.
Okay.
So with the
Which
minting per block, over time it's going to go down. Okay.
So pull up the wolf paper on your stream. That would be the best way to kind of explain it. And then go to the liquidity event tab or whatever. And so you'll be able to see that it says, if you look at it, it shows a chart basically where it just breaks down literally everything from where it starts off for us, it started off at 1,000, and then it dropped off to 100, and that's where we are like currently. However, over time, it's going to drop down like significantly every month until it gets to around like 20 bone minted per block, and then it'll kind of like stay there and slightly go off for the next like 2 years.
For the next 2 years.
When you pull that up, I'll look at it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Because it ends in 2024. That's when they think that, or that's when all the bone will be minted.
The 250 million.
So my question is this, and this is something we could talk about in another stream and get deeper into it. But like, what's next? So like, bone is what we're getting as far as liquidity pool now. But what will we get from liquidity? I guess maybe just what's in there on the sides, like the WBC and like stable coins and stuff like that. But I wonder if it'll be something else, like treat, or will there be another token integrated? I think that would be cool. And I think that's something we could vote on as a community to add is a new token to replace that in the liquidity pools. Should be pretty cool.
Very true. And that's why I'm excited about Bone too. The fact that it gives people a voice. It's a governance token. The more you have, the more of a voice you have too.
And that's why I think, and like, here's my other perspective about it, which I touched on in the video, is the fact that Shiba Swap is doing crazy numbers. Recently, it's dropped off a lot as far as total value locked. However, like the numbers that we did in the first week, it took Uniswap, which is the #1 swap right now, took them 6 months to reach what we reached in a week.
Oh wow!
A week.
That's insane.
So if if that continues to go, if that continues to be a trend, if we are going to be the #1 swap in the crypto space, you don't think that people aren't going to want power in that? You know what I'm saying? And if they want power in that, they're going to have to buy Bone. So all the people who are stacking up on Bone right now basically hold so much value, because once Shiba Swap becomes and solidifies itself in the space as the #1 swap station, swap exchange, whatever, Bone will be worth so much as soon. And we're also not on any exchanges. There's no way to buy Bone right now. You have to swap with it on Shiba Swap. So it's like, it's I don't know, it's quite interesting. And to me, I just feel like that means that like Bone will just be so much more valuable later. There is no demand right now because it's not in use. There's nowhere to buy it. There's very little demand and there's a lot of supply. So once the demand goes up with the listing of exchanges and with it like actually being in use, because watch, like once a vote comes out and they see like how it's working in action, I'm telling you, I think literally when the first vote's announced and they're like, oh, we have these options as people or that the community can vote on with your Bone. As soon as they say that, people are gonna be trying to snag up as much Bone as possible. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Guarantee it.
No, I think I really think you're right. Like really with that timeline and everything. So I feel like, every time I talk to you, I feel like I need to go buy more Bone. I need to diversify out a little bit more, because right now I don't know. If I look at, I'm burying Bone, to be honest. Like, and I have my liquidity pair, but I probably have a total of 400 or 500 Bone. So it's time to definitely increase the position a bit. And a big shout out to Jeremy, says, Pop, get you some Levo cetirizine. Man, I've been taking a lot of antihistamines every day, but yeah, gonna probably take some medicine soon and then knock out. But we'll keep the stream going for a little longer for you guys, of course, because Daniel also says with a $3 super chat, invest with a purpose, you are bad to the bone.
That's clever. That's clever.
Oh, man. You might have to change your channel name, Bad to the Bone.
All right.
Oh man.
At least for a little bit. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. And then Shiba Bone Collector dropping the $10 super chat. Kandeja says, do do you have the reduced percentage per month? It was 1,000 during the liquidity event, and now it's 100. Do you know how much it will be reduced each month? And I have the chart. I don't know if this is the chart you meant. Is this the one?
Yep.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and try to explain this as much as possible, because I need to
So if
understand
you scroll down just a little bit,
okay.
just scroll it down just a little bit, and we kind of have to like guesstimate here because you can't really see it all the way. But if you can show us the months at the bottom of that chart so that we can see the months and the money. Okay. And then zoom it. Perfect. Oh man, you're so smart. All right, let's go. So from where it was, so it's saying by the end of July, I think it's looking like it'll probably be around 90. That's what that looks like to me. I don't know. I guess we all kind of have to maybe come to
approximately. Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, I would say about 90. And then if you see in August, I wonder if there's any way you could like screenshot this and then draw on it. You know how to do that? Oh, I know exactly how to do that. Are you on a Windows computer?
Yeah, snippet tool?
Okay, yeah, snipping tool, and then you can draw with a pen on the thing that you snipped.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just snip this.
So if you can draw a line from the month up to the line, then we'll be able to see.
Let me go ahead and just switch this up. All right. And just got to change the screen around. Harley says you should add a poster or a light bar. Oh, for the background, yeah.
Well, you're doing a different. You're gonna have a whole new setup, right?
Yes, definitely. We have like a whole studio thing coming. We're trying to build it, and it's been a work in progress.
Yeah.
Just having family over and
cool.
stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm hoping that it looks a fraction like yours, but I love the
No,
lighting.
dude, yours will be better than mine.
No, man.
Yours will be better than
I
mine.
love the lighting that you got, man. The blue lights. Like, I don't know. Everything about it is just really nice.
So, like, I can even switch it. So, I can go yellow. I can go blue. I like red, too. I feel like red has a cool vibe.
Oh, man. That's
when
like...
I close that door, it looks even better. But, like, I do purple a lot, too.
Oh, man.
I like purple.
Fancy. Dude, I love it.
But, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dang, man. That's pretty awesome. You know what you need to do? Invest with a purpose. I feel like what you should do is create, kind of like, you know how me, Kevin, has the classes that he makes for like helping people build YouTube channels or building out there. I feel like you should do something like that.
Well, I'm working on a couple courses right now. I want to do a stocks course.
Nice.
At least like first, like, and that's more so like everything with investing, where it's like where it teaches you from. And I know everything that we've both done this because we both were stock guys at first, but like starting up a brokerage account, learning how to use Thinkorswim platform, learning how to use different chart analysis, learning support and resistance, learning different patterns, like literally from start to finish, as far as like if you've never even opened up a brokerage account, all the way to the psychology of trading, all the way to whether you want to be a day trader or a long-term investor or like everything, literally covering everything. So I'm working on that.
That's awesome.
I think it would be cool to do a couple different ones though. I didn't really think about doing a YouTube. I guess because I'm just now starting to like really see growth. So I guess it kind of solidifies me in the space a little bit more.
There you go. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Yeah,
that would be.
You should do something too. People, you have a very vocal and loyal fan base. So I think that you would get a lot of love on something like that. But I know you're not 100% full time yet, so I know it can be hard to do stuff like that, like anything extra.
Yeah, I really.
But the amount of stuff you could do is ridiculous.
I know, man.
Ridiculous. And I even talked about like we talked about stuff that we could do, or just like stuff that we want to build. Like, dude,
absolutely,
it could be serious. So
it can.
Gotta get some time.
It can, exactly. Just gotta dedicate the time. And it's 100% worth it. Like, I love this community. Love the.
Oh yeah, dude.
Love the members, everybody. It's just such a good time all the time. So.
No, it is 100%. I agree.
Yeah, man. So I think I got it. I got the pen.
Okay.
So you want me to do what's the?
So I want you to draw from. From the date. So from the month up to the line.
I'm gonna try to do
like
my
if you
best.
go from. Yeah, I know it's
dash lines.
Hard.
August. I can't draw the straightest lines, but we'll draw some lines.
Yeah.
Is it showing up on the screen?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
This is why I was gonna become a dentist, believe it or not, but I don't have the dexterity, so I decided not to.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I shadowed dentists and I did like some of the dexterity tests. because healthcare was kind of like the only option. Being, you know, an immigrant family, all that good stuff. Parents are like, you
That's
need
what
something.
they want.
Yeah, I was like,
know.
I need to find something that does not require so much dexterity. Jeez, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. What kind of line is that? Anywho,
It's not that bad.
I'll do it. Do you want me to do through? What?
Oh no, after that should be fine.
Yeah, I think from here.
At that point, it's just kind of like 20 and below.
Yeah.
Which at that point kind of makes it almost not worth it to be a part of liquidity pools compared to just investing in what you want.
Got it.
So, if we look here and go at each one, as you can see, it actually starts to drop off real steep after August. It seems like it seems relatively the same throughout, but not really. So it drops it'll probably be like 5 to 10 bone per block each month.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, if I'm looking at this properly, but it's probably around like between 5 and 10 somewhere, maybe 7, 8, somewhere like that. But looking around, probably like 5 to 10 bone minted per block will be dropped off. So therefore, it almost makes it, I don't know, at the point where you're getting 20 bone minted per block. So like right now at 100 bone minted per block, I'm making 2 per hour, which is 48 per day, so almost 50. Probably a little bit more than 2, so it probably does end up being around like 50 bone minted per block. So, or bone that I'm receiving per day. So once it gets down to 20 bone minted per block, we basically take my current number and divide that by 5, and then which is 10. So I'll be getting 10 bone per day, which is still nice because it's free, and there's literally nothing that I'm losing from it. I'm also it also allows me to invest like $10,000 in bone and $10,000 in Ethereum, and that's awesome to me. I love Ethereum and I love bone, so having just that in itself, that's awesome. But also, I mean, it does keep money locked up, so then you don't end up taking that money and investing it into other things. But that's why I talked about in my strategy and talking about why I sold my Shiba Inu to stack up in there, is because now, since I have woofable bone every month, I could take profits with the woofable bone that I have per month. And let's say it's, you know, $3, $4, $5, $6 or whatever, and I'm making how much I'm making per day.
Right.
I'll be able to take those profits and buy back in on whatever investments that I want. So rather than like taking and putting in my bank account or something like that, because we have multiple streams of revenue, both of us, so we understand that like not everything needs to be for bills or something like that. Like each stream of revenue can be allocated for different things. So if this stream of revenue through the liquidity pools can allow me to reallocate funds from my profits that I'm taking from there, I'll be able to put it into other things like Shiba Inu and stuff like that. So like if I want to buy back into Shiba Inu $1,000 a month for the next 6 months, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to build myself back up to $1 billion. But I'll probably do it a little steeper than that. I'll probably do it a little faster, because the price, I believe the price will go up quicker than that. However, I'm also not in a super big rush.
Right.
Even people in my comments like were saying like, oh, you're gonna have FOMO later and blah blah blah, and like even that's something in the course that I want to talk about, because I think FOMO is a really bad thing. Like, and after you're in the market for such a long time, I think you get over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least for me, and I feel, and I know that you've been in it for a long time, so maybe you can share some perspective on this. But like FOMO, to me, I try to preach to as many people as possible. You know, like FOMO, get over it. Like when it comes to investing and trading, you got to be as emotionless as possible. You got to stick to as many facts and analysis and as much things as you possibly can. If you let your emotions take over, you end up buying at the top, selling at the bottom, because you don't want to miss out when it goes up, and you sell when it goes low, like all that stuff like that. So maybe you can shed some light on that from your perspective, because you've done it probably even a little bit longer than me. I know you're a little older than me. I'm not sure when you started.
Yeah, really just around 2017, 2018. But this is one thing that really...
Okay, then we were the same.
Oh, really?
I started then too.
Okay.
I started when I was like 17, so 4 years ago.
But one thing that really... Man, you were young, 17?
Yeah.
So by the time...
That's when I started with the stocks. And then I started day trading when I was 18.
Wow,
and I let that kind of carry me through other business endeavors and stuff like that.
That's amazing. So by the time you're my age, multi-million dollar man.
Jeez. For sure. Absolutely.
That's awesome. So real quick, one thing that I preach on this channel and I share, this is a post that I saw on Reddit. I've seen like kind of, again, a makeshift of it. a long time ago, but this is something that I would share all the time on my channel when I do live streams with stocks, and that is the market cycle and the psychology, right? Because he taught right here, invest with a purpose. Just mentioned you have to be emotionless when it comes to investing.
Got you.
If you follow your emotions, that feeling of greed or, again, just like, wow, like that euphoria, like, oh my goodness, I'm about to become a millionaire, following in, just like what we talked about, that token we were talking about earlier. What is it? What is this one called even? Saitama. That Saitama Inu, the thing that's been popping off the last couple of days. The reason I'm refraining is what I personally, again, just my opinion. I think that right now, yes, it's going on a bull run, but that's the problem, is that the chart is telling me everything that I've learned to why not to invest into this right now. It's literally peaking at its all-time high, and it's up like what 700, 800, 900% in the last few days. So the potential for it to get dumped is very high. And going back to market psychology is right here. At some point, at any graph and any market, any cycle, we go through cycles, right? That's the reality of it. And if we look at, I'm going to quickly just look at the overall crypto market and show you guys exactly what this looks like in the past. Looking at the crypto, and the same thing happens with the stock market. We go up, right? Especially, at any given moment, anytime we see a significant bull run, and I'm talking not a 1x or 2x, like a 3, 4, 5, 6x in the short term.
Your camera's blocking a bit here.
Oh, is it? Let me make it a little smaller.
Or maybe move it top left for a second.
There we go. That's
why you go over this.
That's even smarter. Right there. There. Now it's going to show both. So going back to the global market, you guys see, again, where were we back October 2017? That's before the bull run, really. Here we go, $83 billion market cap, and we jumped up to 780. A lot of people were buying in right here, December, January, when they were thinking this thing is going to continue to exponentially grow. It's never going to end. And that's the problem. That's that fear of missing out, right?
Yeah.
That's that FOMO. So the big thing that I like with this graph is it kind of talks about, again, this is a doctor. This is a PhD of global studies, so out of Hofstra University. And he talks about really the problem with any market is that people fall into the greed, delusion, and this new paradigm. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to continue. There's enthusiasm. There's a lot of greed that's coming in. And I told you guys, what did I talk about?
I like that. That's funny.
Right. And what did I talk about earlier with the greed, the Bitcoin greed index? I love the greed index, but for me, when there's a lot of fear, that's when I'm buying. When there's this right here, this is when I'm buying in. When I see there's fear, when I see pullbacks, right? When they panic, we pounce. That saying that I keep bringing up, 570 Satoshi Units buying into SHIB at the very bottom. It's because it's people, paper hands, or weak-handed investors. And unfortunately, the cryptocurrency space has a lot of these. This is the time I think anybody should buy in. And it's obvious because the market continues to go through these cycles time and time again. So again,
100%.
And if it's scary to how accurate this will, translate to any right now.
Oh, seriously.
Let's just look at Shiba Inu. Go to the price.
I mean, as soon as you start to realize that, though, like as soon as you start to realize that these certain metrics apply to literally everything, and I think like to an extent, like I don't want to get too deep here, but like the same type of thing happens in life. Like there's a lot of metrics that we can spread across a lot of things, and once you realize that those same principles go with a lot of things, I think you start to have more control over your life, or let's say in here, like you have more control over your investments or whatever the case is, because then you realize, okay, this is happening over. It's almost like an algorithm or a game or something, where you figure out how the game works, how to win, and you keep doing it. Like I said, whether that be investing or life or whatever it is that you're doing.
Right. And I see people in the chat right now that are saying that I'm getting them worried about Saitama Inu. I'm not trying to spread any FUD, guys. And I'll tell you, like, as something that could potentially 10x again, don't get me wrong, it can happen, right? But in my opinion, right now, if we just look at pure market psychology, the fact is we're in this phase right here. But when is the first sell-off? That's the question. You don't know. But are you buying it today at a premium, just based off its price action? Possibly. Possibly.
Exactly.
So,
no, and I think that that's important too. Like how you said, like it's not about like being emotional. It's not about spreading FUD. It's not about talking crap. It's not about anything. It's straight up analysis. And I think that people mix up our ambition or like our like how we talk about things. Like you're a very positive person, so am I. My energy may be a little higher than yours. just because I don't know, just people, everybody's different. However, you still have really good
Right.
energy. However, you're still very positive. However, you still come in with great energy every day. But I think people like misuse how we feel about things or how we express things versus how we actually think.
Thanks, Chris.
Because we don't come into every day and we look at the charts like, oh yeah, this is gonna go to the moon, blah blah blah. Like we're not super emotional when it comes to that stuff. However, we might tone it up a little bit for our content and whatnot, like to be happy and positive and putting out good in energy. However, I feel like in reality, like I said, we both have a lot of experience and multiple years under our belts as far as like investing and looking at stocks and looking at charts and stuff like that. So at this point, like you said, you look at the charts as people are getting emotional here, people are getting emotional here, people are getting emotional here, then it drops. Oh, people are super emotional right here. Like you're looking at it that way when people are looking at it with emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like we're looking at it as a whole different game. We're looking at it as, okay, this is price action, support levels here, resistance levels about to be here. Okay, we're going to see a pullback here. Boom, people are going to get nervous. It's going to drop down even more. We're going to buy in some more. Like that's how we're looking at it versus how our viewers are looking at it a little differently, or they think that we're looking at it differently. But in reality, we see it clearly. Like we're seeing clear as day, like 20/20 vision, like exactly what's going on.
Right.
So,
and that's
you know,
the thing.
I just, you know.
No. I like 110% agree with what you said, and also Scott, because Scott's in the channel chat right now too. So this is what I think is that if you're able to stomach this kind of volatility, and if you, again, tomorrow you wake up. Let me just close this here. Tomorrow you wake up and you know the overall crypto market, or if any of your single positions, even if you're in Saitama, or if you're in Shiba, or if you're in Bone, and we're here, if you're able to stomach that volatility and understand that this is a market, the stock market psychology, the emotion, the market emotion cycle. It's not market emotion, it's a cycle. We're going to see a sell-off, but guess what? The same thing's going to happen again. We're going to see a takeoff. We're going to see the first sell-off. We're going to see media attention again, enthusiasm. The same thing. It's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So
it's like what goes up must come down, what goes down must come up. And I've realized that through the market, and I think a lot of people will eventually realize like, okay, I'm down right now. However, you know what I'm saying? Like even the people who bought in at 7 or whatever, and then it goes down and they're like, oh, I gotta get out. I just lost some money. I just lost 10%, 20%, whatever it is. Like in reality, you just gotta be like, okay, I'm gonna buy some more right here. And if I can't afford to it, I'm just gonna wait. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at this long term.
Exactly.
And that's like even for me when I was day trading, I've said this before. Like even when I was day trading, I was investing and trading things that I believed in the long term. So even if it turned against me, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just hold this for the long term because I believe in this anyways. And 9 times out of 10, it ends up going back up. I make more money than what I planned to, or I just make or break even or whatever the case is by holding through and knowing, okay, it's going to go back up. Even though my trade didn't go properly, I didn't make the percentage that I wanted to, because I've done day trading for a long time as well. You know, what goes up must come down and what goes down must come up. People got to remember that.
110%. Absolutely agreed, man.
Did we ever touch on something? Okay, for instance, I saw a couple of people talk about grapefruit in here, like, and that's another thing. Like, I don't know if you've talked about it recently or not, but I know you said that you invested a little bit into that.
Into which one?
Grapefruit.
I did. How has that been?
I'm not sure.
I have not.
I'm not sure. I want to say it got plunged pretty bad for a second, but I'm not sure how it's been since then. I haven't checked. This was like days ago.
Let's go look. I've been holding. I have my 2.1 billion. I think it was. I invested. I think $1,000 after I talked about it because of the potential. I think I'm still up on my investment. I looked at my coin.
Right, because you made a lot originally.
300.
And then it did go down after that.
Yeah, it's at 3. So yeah, it's sold off pretty significantly though from its high. Because even high after the announcement was made. So we were 450. Not even 450. What is this? 37 Satoshi units right now. 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was when you got in, but however, like, I just feel like people gotta, like, for you, that doesn't mean that you sold it.
Right.
Or you're not selling, and at the end of the day, it was something that I think you even said it on the last live stream. You're like, I wasn't sure, I'm not 100% sure. However, it looked cool, so I bought some, and it was something that I wanted to do.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I think people just gotta realize, like, that's just perspective. That's just your opinion, which is totally fine. like everybody's entitled to their opinion and taking whatever financial risks or financial chances that they want to.
Right.
I don't think that anybody should be judged for whatever they do. the end of the
Exactly.
day, it is what it is.
No, 100%, man. And you guys could see I'm still holding my 2 point, whatever that is, 2.175 billion grapefruit. Does that mean I made a good decision by doing that? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So, and I could just as easily buy some Saitama Inu. But again, for me, I don't want to be in too many things that I'm, skeptical about. I want to be more,
For sure.
more of a wise investor. Sometimes you got to have some fun with it. You got to have some fun with it.
Exactly, for sure. Absolutely. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. But just like what you said, like the skepticism and like the what is it called when it's like something that's alleged, like that's what is that? Speculation. So like I feel like a lot of things in the crypto market are speculation, or is full of speculation. Even Shiba Inu for a long time until the swap came out it was just pure speculation. Until now it's real, of course, and everybody who wasn't in or hasn't taken advantage of it is feeling a little silly right now. But it was a lot of speculation, and even like people hit me up on my channel. I'm sure you get these too. If you're like, how much do you charge to support this coin? I have not responded to a single one because there is just too much scams. There is too much stuff that is not solidified. I'm not really interested in helping anyone's startup or anything like that. Not because I don't want to help someone else or help people eat or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you just can't trust people, man. Like, I don't know, especially when it's a startup and it's not something that's backed by a lot of good companies or backed by a lot of solid people or anything like that. I just can't. I don't know. It just, because it would literally eat me up if something that I put out there and made however much money I made off of it, and then a bunch of people got scammed from it.
Right.
It would hurt.
Exactly.
No way.
No, exactly. And it's
A lot of stuff.
It would also, mess with, your integrity,
Sure.
just a lot of things, man. You probably wouldn't want to even
Absolutely.
show your face. But for me, it's ever since I started talking about Shiba Inu since May. This is like May 12th, 13th, after the VB burn. It's been every day since we've been talking about SHIB. Red days, green days. We were down double-digit red days, double-digit green days. It's that consistency, though. Just showing your face and saying, hey, when we're down, we're all down. And when we're up, we're all up.
Yep. No, I agree. I think people gotta remember that at the end of the day, no matter what decisions we make, and I guess for me specifically in this situation, pulling out of Shiba Inu for the short term to take advantage of being able to generate $10,000 worth of bone right now, it's worth 10,000 right now at $3. That's what I've generated. Once that reaches even $10, dude, like, and not to mention 50, 60, 70. A lot of people think it's hitting triple digits. People who really study this stuff, like who really understand tokenomics, who really understand cryptocurrency analytics and everything behind that. So to me, it was a no-brainer to just literally stack up on as much bone as possible, especially for free. You're telling me I can put the money that I've been investing anyways into a liquidity pool and invest it in something as like Ethereum and bone and generate hundreds of bone per day, and even after liquidity event, 50 bone per day. It was a no-brainer for me. Exactly. It doesn't mean that I don't care about Shiba Inu or I'm not, in on that like that. It means that was something that was a money move. A money move, and it's an investment for the long term. Now I have 3,000 or 2,000, 3,000 bone just sitting for me 6 months from now that are going to be worth who knows how much.
Absolutely, exactly. And we just got Chad Reddings hopping in the chat. Says, hey everyone, it's 2 a.m. and watching your pop. Chad Reddings, welcome to the chat, man. It's been a great one. Yes, a little under the weather. Impromptu meetup with Invest with a Purpose, but yeah.
I actually haven't had any interactions with Chad Redding to this point. This is my first time.
Oh man,
nice to meet you, Chad Reddings.
We should get Chad on, huh?
Yeah, that would be sick too.
Oh,
just
man.
like that one that first night that we did this, like having a whole bunch of people would be so sick.
Rigor Mortis, yeah.
You, Rigor Mortis, freaking Chad Reddings, me,
Sheesh.
Anyone else that we could get on here. Coin Central has been killing it. He posts like 4 videos a day. However,
Wow.
I feel like he like literally in like at that point, I feel like for me, I can't post that much a day. I feel like there's not enough content, man, for me. But he finds a way to like find every news article and try to break it down. It's crazy.
Oh man,
I can't do it. I respect the grind.
That's insanity. And Image251 just said Saitama Inu has 6,777 holders and it hit an all-time high. See? Can't say anything. I really can't Can't say anything about that. Told you guys, it could literally just. That's the thing about it. There is some real big potential there, but the risk is there too. Fabio come out with the $5 super chat, and then Chad says, "Hey, invest with a purpose. Hey everyone, married with crypto. I saw your video. Agree with a lot that you said." Man.
So what was that? I saw that when I came in here. What is it? What is married with crypto? What is that?
Married with crypto is he's a newer cryptocurrency. Not really. He's not new to the crypto. So he has a channel on YouTube. Let me just quickly pull up his channel so you could see. He's just been a supporter of this channel for a while, but he also makes Shiba Inu content just more recently. But he made a killing on Dogecoin, and he actually bought a Lamborghini with his cryptocurrency gains. 2 Lamborghinis.
What?
Yes. And so him and his wife make these videos that are pretty fun. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and he stumbled upon my channel, and then I was like, what? So
that's pretty cool.
It's like, the people say one Lambo, and people have been saying, when are we gonna buy the yacht or the house? It's like, hey, here's some proof that someone actually did it with investing in the crypto space.
And I'm gonna make a video on it, but so my mom was driving on the highway, and somebody was driving next to her, and on the window painted it says bought with money sign SHIB.
Oh wow.
Somebody bought their car with the gains that they got from Shiba Inu. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Absolutely. Chad, I'm gonna ask you a question, Chad, because it is late, so I doubt you want to come on right now. But are you invested in Saitama Inu? And you too, invest for the purpose. Are you invested in Saitama? So there's one no. Because
I've been super focused on trying to understand as much as possible with Shiba Swap, because there's so much in it, so much.
It's a science, man. But so many people have been talking about this token, non-stop messages throughout the day, literally.
Yeah. I think, but another thing that kind of throws me off about coins like that is like all the Inu coins that have been coming out. I feel like I don't like that it's biting off of this, biting off of what Shiba Inu is doing, or maybe I'm tripping. But to me, I feel like that's what's happening. And I feel like when you're creating a business or a token or something like that, you should have your own brand. But not always. Not always.
Right, for
recognition. Not saying that it can't grow.
It's just kind of like with Shiba Inu. They saw Dogecoin doing well, so that's how they created their currency or their crypto. Right. So it's kind of like
based off the dog.
Exactly. It's like where's the hype now, and let's see if we could join in. But this one specifically, like Kishu and all these others, they didn't get much traction. But this one, I don't know. It's been like the last 24 to 48 hours.
Well, you got to think Kishu sounded like this too.
Let's
see. At the very beginning, there was a lot of people saying Kishu Inu is going to be the next thing. Kishu Inu. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah. And what does the price action look like for Kishu Inu? Was it pretty much just?
100% sure.
Let's look at the 3-month chart.
Take a look at that.
So it's similar to Shiba Inu.
Chad said that he got $150 worth. He said just a gamble, not a long-term hold, in and out.
Well, there you go. Yeah. There's Chad Reddings himself. I told you guys, it's like if you want to take money to the casino instead.
We all have the same perspective on that, I feel like.
Yep. It's just fun money. Just trying to see what happens. Married with crypto pop. It's because it's early, bro. Normally I wouldn't be in, but dude, it's early. Rarely do you get the chance to get in before it starts chopping zeros. That's true too. That's the thing. 6,000 holders. This thing is literally in its infancy stage. Kishu Inu, how many? What was its market cap? 88 million. I'm guessing Saitama is a fraction of that even.
I mean, Kishu Inu kind of looks like Shiba Inu's price action.
It is very close.
So, I mean, I've also said this, man. I think that the overall market moves together. Therefore, which is good, but it's also bad, because when Bitcoin does bad, then everything does bad, and that's kind of messed up. But unlike the stock market, where with the stock market, different sectors of the market are doing well, different sectors of the market are doing bad, and you can make profit and invest accordingly to that. However, in cryptocurrency, it's kind of like you drop it in, as long as it's not a pump and dump or a scam, you're probably gonna do well. You know what I mean? Like XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or just so many things, man. Like at the end of the day, if it has decent use case, I think that it'll be all right, for the most part, as long as it's not, like I said, a scam. Or I mean, we've seen Dogecoin take a huge dip recently. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that, but Dogecoin has been taking a dump like bad.
Yeah.
And I think that that's because, and it's starting to rebound a little bit as the whole market is. However, its drop was worse than most of the cryptocurrency drop. It was bad. It's really, really, really bad.
It did have a
I
significant.
think it's just because they realize how freaking, I don't know. I feel like that's why it's important to have a use case, man. And that's why, like, I'd have to look into like some of the other things, because to me it's like, you know, you gotta, I don't know, you gotta make sure that you have a reason behind it. And like I said, I haven't looked into Shiba Inu or what's the new one?
Saitama.
Saitama. I haven't looked into those, but however, if it doesn't have a use case, to me, I'm not messing with it.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. A lot of people love the meme coins. Meme coins do pop off or whatever, but I think Dogecoin is a great representation on a big scale what it's like when you don't really have use case and like purpose behind like what it is that you're doing. However, when you have purpose, you can see even us, we're tiny. We're growing in the market, but Shiba Inu with purpose, small, just started, has held up significantly in the market, especially for being a lower cap. I guess like in the grand scheme of things, it's top 50, top 40, which makes it a little bigger cap, but at the same time, like it's nowhere near like Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff like that. And if you pay attention, like it almost withstands pressure better than like Bitcoin or Ethereum sometimes. So
It's been impressive, yeah.
it's been crazy. So it's like that's the power of having purpose. And then you have something like Dogecoin with no purpose that literally tanks in times like this.
Right. This is.
I don't know. That's my perspective though.
No, that's a good 2 cents there for sure. Let's go to the moon, says Chad Redding.
I know, right? We need to. We need to hurry up and see a turnaround, because I feel like that'd be another thing. Like I can't wait to make those videos too, talking about going up and trying to help kind of like guide people through going through these big gains, because I'm sure you've made a lot of money throughout your investing career at different times. We don't make, you know, like we have our periods where we, you know, make a lot of money, and there's definitely something to learn about that. Same thing with like when you take big losses, there's something to learn within that. So I can't wait for everybody to start making their gains and then be able to try to help people with that part of it, like, you know, controlling your gains and taking your profits and being safe and reallocating and different stuff like that. I think it'd be cool.
100%, man. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, that's why I love making videos now, is that I've already made mistakes. I've lost a lot of money. When I first started, it was right after red. I was like, is this really what the market is? Buy high, sell low?
Oh man.
And just over time, just developing that maturity, that, you know, that emotionless investing, it changes things up. Although, of course, there's a lot of emotion-full videos, there's still, at the end of the day, it's like,
exactly,
I'm doing what I, you know, actually do, and that is buying the dip and just able to, you know, kind of navigate the space that way.
100%. 100.
Absolutely. And then John says, let's go to the moon. When do we see the weekly gains on burying? So John, we've seen a couple updates throughout the night, actually, from the SHIB Informer, and they're saying that, yes, it's been 7 days for the next bury rewards to show, but again, they said don't expect it to all happen at a certain moment in time. It might take some time before we see that update. So it's going to vary. So right now, for me, I still haven't seen anything yet. So just patiently waiting. And even for my
I thought that it was going to be Tuesday. I've been saying Tuesday because we got our last stuff on Tuesday.
As of
on the 20th.
As of this morning, the process has started, but distribution takes time. In general, it might take time. So he said instead of it saying Saturday at X hour, it's going to probably happen anytime through, it's weekly and not every Saturday. So according to what I have on the screen here from Eric from the Discord, and also one of the integral members of the swap itself, he says depending on the volume and data of the week, the process might take between minutes to hours each week. So don't expect it exactly 7 days from your previous reward distribution. But yeah, I think for me even, I started on a Tuesday as well. But
right, like I think we all did, because remember it was the 20th. That was the day that we all waited for it. That was the day that we did a stream. I think that was our second stream, and we did it. It was like 30 minutes before, remember? Mm-hmm. And it was like we got 30 minutes left, and that was on the 20th. So I thought that it'd be a week from the 20th, but I guess not.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. You're right. It should be Tuesday because that's when the swap went live. On a Tuesday,
yep.
So.
And then we got rewards 2 weeks from then, or 11 days from then.
Right.
Or no, 13 days. No, it was 14. It was from the 6th to the 24th. Exactly. Yeah. So it was 2 weeks from then. These days go by so fast sometimes.
They do, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jimmy says, my berry stats are in process of updating now. Looks like some people are getting their updates now, so we'll see.
I'm curious. Maybe I got mine. Hey, shit.
SHIB token.
Well, I unstaked, so I'm not sure. Like because a lot of people think that all of their rewards from the first week, like the first set of rewards, wasn't our full rewards, and we'll get the rest this week or something. If it like according to time or something like that. But I don't know.
Just a waiting game to see, I guess.
I know, right? That was like the same song that we were singing before. Like, oh, we just have to see until it comes out. Oh, we have to see until it comes out.
Right.
I've been getting tons of questions on as far as like APR and APY and stuff like that, because those numbers have gone up and down and up and down and up and down, and people haven't necessarily seen
Fluctuation.
that reflect there. Well, we've seen a ton of fluctuation, but we haven't seen that reflect in our payouts. So if we're seeing tens of thousands of % gains, but we're not seeing that in our rewards, it's like, dang, so what does that even mean? Yeah. There's a Bonefolio. I don't even know. It might be like that right now too. But I'll take a look here.
Yeah, and then let's see. We also got Lil Dite dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, the SHIBARMY started a petition for coin market cap to list Bone. I'm asking you YouTubers to help promote it. Link is on Cat's Twitter page. I did not see that. Let's see. Cat, you mean
Coin market cap to list
Bone.
Oh, Bone.
Here it is. Hey, coin market cap. Our community has started a petition. All right. I like that. I'm all about it. I could definitely talk about this. Make sure, if you guys haven't, to sign the petition. I think that's important for the growth of Bone.
How many people have signed it so far?
I'm not even sure. I know if I click it, it's weird because it shows like your address right away. If you want to pop it up, maybe you can check.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, for me it does at least. Let me go ahead and change.
Like zip code or something. I think you're right.
You know what to do. Yeah. Here we go. But yeah, definitely. Thank you, Lil Dite, for putting that info out. This is important, especially for anyone that's part of the ecosystem, even outside of SHIB. If you're investing in Bone, Leash is on there, but we're just missing Bone now, so it can help people see the price action.
When did this come out? 2 days ago?
And he said my mom.
Well, there's 612 people have signed it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So not bad.
Yeah, we could definitely spread
It's
the
been
word.
out for a couple of days. Yeah, I feel like that should be higher than that.
Yeah.
I guess we just haven't gotten our hands on it yet, like creators.
Exactly.
Because like with all those listing ones, we blew those ones out of the water. They're like over 100,000 on the Robinhood, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Robinhood petition has like 170,000.
I'm about to check it right now.
Which is insane. And John Messino dropping the $5 super chat. Said, my mom just bought a 2021 AMG C43 convertible from Ethereum and Bitcoin gains. Let's go, man. That's the kind of thing we like to hear.
No, seriously. Huh. 173,000 people have signed the Robinhood petition.
Isn't that crazy that Robinhood didn't budge? They didn't even
They haven't said anything.
There's a live stream.
eToro has, Coinbase has, but not Robinhood.
And Robinhood has a live stream coming up. And I was going to tell the SHIBARMY, I don't like to do this, but Robinhood live stream date. I think I might make a full dedicated video because it's regarding the whole IPO. Here we go.
Okay.
The live stream has ended. No, that's something else. There's another one that's...
Another live stream.
Oh, here we go. Robinhood announces to live stream roadshow for retail investors. Ahead of IPO next week, Robinhood will broadcast a portion of its roadshow via live stream on Saturday. The stream will be led by company CEO and will include a Q&A session. I think I'm going to make a dedicated video to this because with the Q&A, we as the retail investors can maybe get our voices heard after 173,000 individuals signed a petition to get something listed on their brokerage.
100%. 100%.
So
Especially if we make them face that, like you can't not acknowledge that live. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you have like force them. Like okay, at
Right.
least say something. Whether it's like okay, I'm not messing with it, fine, fine.
Exactly.
But you at least gotta acknowledge it.
Say no if you want to say no, but don't just ignore. Don't ignore 173,000 people.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely, man.
that's true. I didn't even realize like at first like how much how many people did it. Like I knew it was like over 100,000, but almost 200,000 people.
Yeah,
That's
man.
half of our holders at that point. No, a third. Our holders are getting up there. Have we crossed over 600,000 yet?
I think we're right around there. Pretty dang
I
close
know
for
we were
sure.
close.
Well, we got Ship Planet in the chat as well, man. Ramen had tweeted out about sub penny opportunity cryptos and changing their criteria, for then quickly deleted it like a month back. Oh wow, Chad, that's crazy. That is pretty crazy. And Super Doge with the $5 super chat says, please review superdoge.io, rare A-class team, X-Men writer making anime with Certic 1.2 million market cap, real use case 300K donated with community charity vote. Man, that sounds like a very tiny project. I'd be way too scared to make a video or even look into something like that. 1.2 million. But imagine if today or tomorrow we just hear that, just like Baby Doge. What happened? Elon makes one tweet about Baby Doge and what was it?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have an Elon Musk yet. So.
Hey, that's what we're waiting for. A voice.
I think that will be something that can really skyrocket. Because that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Because I just feel like there's it's hard now. And just like Coach said about what's the one that came out again today? The one you guys were talking about earlier.
Saitama.
Saitama. Like how what you said about that, and they're like, just like the second that you say something that not everybody loves, it feels a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, and I've been very honest about how I feel about Shiba Inu and stuff like that. Never saying that it's gonna go down ever. I always think it's gonna go up. I think that it has so much potential. But as far as like I feel like we have to rethink our goals or figure out how we want to get to those goals. Because remember, at first we thought Shiba Swap was gonna be everything.
Right.
Seriously. And with good reason. Not just like we're hyping it up, not just nothing. Straight up, Shiba Swap was supposed to be taking coins out of circulation, at least to our understanding, at least to my understanding. And when you cut down the supply, it makes the rest of the supply super duper or a lot more rare and sought after. Didn't do that. So that was like our key ticket to reaching big like I'm telling you, I thought night of, as soon as people started staking, circulating supply was about to start cutting down and we were going to start seeing zeros pop off.
Yeah.
Immediately. And I think a lot of people felt that same way. And I think that's why a lot of us were putting out so many videos pre-swap saying how much we thought it was going to grow, because we thought that those things were going to happen, man. Like, I mean, I even made a whole video like with the spreadsheet and everything talking about like when the coins get taken out of circulation at 250 trillion coins in circulation at a $200 billion market cap and blah, like I was doing all types of stuff because I knew like that, like, okay, at a $200 billion, and I know we're far from that, but at a $200 billion market cap at 250 trillion, so at our current circulation cut in half, we would be at 1 penny, just like that.
Wow. That's
just
crazy.
like that. And so I knew that like that for me was the golden ticket and what was going to make it ride and go crazy. And then people were like, "Oh, it's not going to happen overnight." In that situation, it should. When you burn tokens, it reflects immediately, because now the supply is lowered. You know what I mean? So it reflects it immediately. However, the overall growth and long term, oh yeah, obviously, none of that stuff's going to affect overnight. But if we took half the circulating supply out right now, if we took half the supply and just took it out, you don't think that's gonna have an effect immediately?
Oh, absolutely.
100% it would. You know what I'm saying? 100% it would.
Yeah, man.
So,
and I'm reading.
It's definitely something though. We got to think about like what's gonna be next for us. Community burns. I know that was really popular before the swap started coming out, but like a community burn. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
But I think exchanges can take us really far, but not like a penny. Like we're gonna have to see something else. So I think something else. I don't know what it is. Shiba Inu always has something stuck up their sleeve. Something. but it'll be something that pushes us to a penny. I just don't know what it is, or at least like in that vicinity, because in reality we don't need to hit a penny to get rich at all, not even close.
Right.
Like a tenth of a penny, hundredth of a penny, we're making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Especially the more that you have. So
No,
I'm curious to
absolutely.
see what'll be next for us.
What is next?
I'm
And I
not
see,
sure what.
and I do see Chad's chat here. He says apparently there's a way to implement coin burns through the blockchain, i.e., Shibarium. To be fair, previous swaps took 7 months to reach their all-time high, and that was during a bull run.
Exactly.
Very
Which
well
makes
said
what
there.
we've done so impressive, because that was something I touched on my video. It took, like he said, other swaps took 7 months to hit 1.7 billion. We hit that in a week. Granted, we've dropped off a lot. We hit that in a week during a bear market, and they took 6-7 months to do it in a bull market.
Yeah, man.
I
Crazy.
don't know. To me, that means something. That's why I also have so much faith in Bone right now, because it is the heart of the swap. So therefore, if the swap is the best swap in cryptocurrency, Bone is going to be worth so much. Because it would be like if you could have a share of like a Walmart, if you could have a share of the total like Costco or something like that, the powerhouse of that industry. If you could have control over that, it's priceless. Priceless. I think it'd be something interesting for sure.
100%. Have you received your rewards for the week? Let me check one more time. But guys, I am definitely about to call it a night. I am feeling,
I feel it.
time to rest. It's what, almost 1:30? I told myself I would stream for an hour, and it's been 3 hours.
I feel like every time I get on here, that happens, dude.
Yeah, man.
Besides that last time, we kept it pretty tight that last time when you had family.
Yeah, no, that's true. Let's stick to around 66, about an hour, I think it was. But yeah,
Yeah.
still no.
I carry you.
rewards.
You know, I ended up carrying that on. No, you ended up stopping by later. I carried that stream on for like 5 hours.
Yeah, man, you were
I was so drained after that.
exhausted, probably. Yeah,
Dude, my brain was like, my energy was just drained.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't see any rewards here. On mine.
And someone said, "Chad, go live, please. We love you, Chad." Man, we all love Chad. Honestly, I would definitely have Chad on if I was staying up. But guys, it is time for me to probably call it a night. It's been fun, much longer.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Invest with a Purpose for joining us impromptu style, hopping in like he always does, giving his 2 cents. And remember, guys, really remember that we as influencers on the YouTube space, we are not ever financial advisors. So, and if someone says, they're rotating or they're selling this or buying this, that doesn't mean you ever have to do the same thing. For me, I'm holding my Shiba Inu for the very least. I honestly want to hold it for the very least 5 years, through 2025, 2026, because I'm long term on it, and it's a long term hold. And you guys can keep me accountable, right? These are timestamps. These videos that I make are timestamps, so you guys can keep me accountable for that. But that doesn't mean every other person that's invested in Shiba Inu needs to hold for 5 years. What if you find that a liquidity pair will yield you more money than just holding your tokens? If that's the
At
case,
least in the short term.
exactly, then take advantage of it, right? That's what he's found for himself, and let him do what he's got to do. But again, I can go off on a long tangent and talk about that, but really, just all we got to do, SHIB Army. If you're true SHIB Army members, I know the ones that talk or give the negative comments, those aren't real SHIB Army members. Those are just the trolls, the ones who probably lost money, bought at the top, sold out of their positions, and now they're upset. And so they're trying to spread FUD or whatever it might be. Really, just show love to one another. That's what we're here for. And yeah, man, that's really what I wanted to end with. And Hawkeye also dropping a $5 super chat. If every holder buys an additional 500 million, that would take 50% out of the tokens out. 500 million is a lot, though, Hawkeye.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Sure is. Sure is.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. There's a lot of what ifs. And then Shiba Bone Collector with a $10 super chat. Thanks for the chart. August 22nd, 82. September 22nd, 72. October 22nd, 60. November 50. December 38. January 30. So whatever you earn today from your Bone Ethereum pair times 170 a day times 0.55 is how much bone you can expect to earn. Did all the math there. You could probably confirm, huh?
What do you say? Thanks for the chart. August 82. Oh, he's saying per block. I got you. Or per block per time period. Got you. So whatever you earn. Oh.
Still some amazing returns, regardless.
At the end of the day, yeah, still awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks fairly accurate.
Exactly.
Fairly accurate.
Yep, and then Chad says, at your pop agreed, at the very least till the next big bull run in 3-ish years. Right? We know. The market tends to have this cycle, so I'm all about it. But yeah, guys, definitely about to go get some sleep, get some rest. Chad, we're gonna coordinate getting you on. I want to do an all Shiba Inu influencer live stream type thing. That'd be so fun.
I feel like even if it started with us 3 or us 4 with Rigor Mortis, and then to see what the community does from that, all of us make community posts, all of us share it on social media, see how many we could get on, and then maybe we switch off which channel we hold it on each week. But I think that would motivate the other creators in the community. Absolutely. Even the people that we're not thinking of. There's people that have 80,000, or even if we were able to get like run guys on here, or literally, there's so many people. There's so much, and I think that if we started doing that and seeing the numbers, because I think the numbers would be retarded. It'd be silly, because even when we've done it, we've done 2,000. When we actually did one together, just one together, nothing too crazy. If we did that and we got 2,000, didn't make announcements like that, just put a thumbnail up and got 2,200, when the average is around 1,000, maybe a little less than 1,000. I know for me it's like 300 or something like that. Yeah. So if we're able to do that, if we're at Chad to that, thinking 3, maybe 4,000 viewers at once, even 5, I dare it. Like, come on now, like, definitely. Come on.
Yep. And then Chad said if you're not busy tomorrow, he's down. So we can maybe record something tomorrow. If I'm feeling better, I would be more than happy to do something tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm down. I'm free. So, Chad, even if you want to do something with us too, for the first time, that'd be cool too. So maybe we can network that somehow.
Awesome, fantastic! Look at us building a network one person at a time.
I'm telling you, I think that what we talked about privately, I think that could be scaled so crazily, so crazily,
100%,
so crazily.
No, totally agree. And guys, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in on such a late night. Really. I was anticipating an hour max that I would last, but 3 hours, and it's time for me to rest for sure. But again,
oh yeah, me too.
Let's go ahead and just watch the crypto market, hopefully throughout the rest of the night. And tomorrow morning, I'm hoping that we see Shiba Inu in the green in anticipation for the eToro listing on Monday. Again, I don't think it's priced in based off the price action. I really don't think it is, because people are still on the fence of, is it actually gonna get listed? Is it not? What's gonna happen? So yeah. Time to get some rest. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. And I don't know if you have anything else you want to sign out with?
No, we're good. We're good. No, we went over a lot of good stuff.
All right, guys, I'm going to go take more medicine, get some rest. Be back tomorrow morning. But until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.